Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Friday, March 10th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Toronto Raptors versus the Los Angeles Lakers live, play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. So we got some basketball on. Right now, Miami Heat is up on the Cleveland Cavs 103-98. So that's on NBA TV. Jimmy Butler with the ball right now. So we're going to wrap that game up, and then it'll go to the Raptors and Lakers. I'll watch a little bit of the WBC of the World Baseball Classic. Jimmy Buckets with the dunk. That was nice. Exclamation point there. People in Miami love that. And then as we transition into tomorrow, we'll have XFL. I think, is it the Bucks and the Warriors, I think, are playing. And then we'll also do the Dominican Republic versus Venezuela, which is at like 4 p.m. Pacific time. Then after that, we'll end up doing USA. Team USA, I think, is at 6. So I'm not sure if one will overlap to the other. And then on Sunday, we'll do NASCAR. And then Team USA plays Mexico at like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening Pacific time. So I'm thinking that's going to be kind of the schedule. So a little bit of NBA, we'll trickle in, at sometimes XFL. But right now with the World Baseball Classic and these other things going on, there's plenty to choose from. That's why I usually will do polls. If I feel that there's, 2 to 5 things that I would consider doing, I'll leave it up to you guys, and we'll kind of just play it by ear. I might be watching 3 or 4 things at once, but at least one will be the primary. So, and I got some good photos set up for you guys as well. What to do, brother? Type bang in the building. What to do? Sarah in the building. Let's get to 100 and donos. Finley in the building. And of course, we are going to talk about the Panthers getting the #1 pick. Colts fans, including Sarah, frustrated, angry, lots of emotions, and just based off messages back and forth, I can feel the emotions of when the trade initially happened. And then it's like, God damn it, GM, God damn it, ownership, not again, someone else stealing a pick that could have been ours, and then trying to be like, those guys aren't that good. Yeah, they are. And then, we can still get Richardson or Levis, but that's not the point. The point is to get the best for your team right now. And so it's like, yeah, there's other options out there, but this is the Colts we're talking about. It's like, you don't want to get second fiddle. It's like, even if Richardson and Levis pan out, right? Even if they pan out, that's like, Sarah, you and me be like, okay, we're going to get the dankest pepperoni pizza of all time. And then we settle for, like a sandwich, like turkey cheese sandwich from the fridge. It's like, it's food. You know what I mean? It's another option, but it's definitely not pepperoni pizza. It's, you know what I mean? That's what, CJ Stroud and Bryce Young are. I'm not saying Richardson and Levis are just sandwich, but, at this point, I'm like, I know you guys desperately need quarterback, but fuck, one, step backwards or 2 to go 10 steps forward. Think about it. Would you rather have Richardson or Levis, right? Or would you rather have Caleb Williams or Drake May next year? I know that's kind of too far to look ahead, but doesn't Caleb and Drake sound a lot better, than those guys? Like I said, and also, you have to have more depth at, wide receiver and tight end for that quarterback to give you what you need. And remember what I said. I also said that when teams, go through their new guy, right, your franchise quarterback, within the first 3 years, you're going to get a top 10 wide receiver, if you are the franchise guy. Now Justin Fields has DJ Moore, and I honestly feel it's like the Colts. If you were going to do the same trade, that's like you trading everything that they did, except you would have to give up Michael Pittman Jr., and you are in no position to do that. So DJ Moore is a very underrated wide receiver. I have felt that he has been top 3 underrated for many, many years. I feel that if he was on a team like the Packers, he probably would be known as one of the more popular receivers in the game, just because there would be more pub and more looks at him. And you haven't had a whole lot of stability with Carolina. But now Carolina is in a great position, from Chicago, where they can keep the pick, which I assume that they're going to keep it. But if they decide that they want to get more picks, and accumulate and go whatever route. But the Bears are obviously in a good position, but Panthers now can be like, okay, we can do Bryce or we can do CJ, unless they're not fully sold on either one of those guys either, and they're waiting for a team like the Colts to step up and trade with Carolina. Like Carolina doesn't even really care if they get CJ or Bryce, and maybe they just want picks, and then maybe they're just trying to, what they traded away to the Bears to get one, maybe they're going to try to, if they're not sold on Bryce and CJ, and they could be like, oh, we'll just get the best defensive player. We don't give no fucks. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean? So it'll be very interesting to see, if there's another trade that happens, or if it's 100% they love Bryce or CJ, and that's the one reason that they did this trade. And that's why I thought the Colts, this was a must do thing. So if you're a Panther fan, though, you also have to be optimistic, because if you look at all the picks that you've had in the first round, it hasn't been too kind. There's been some trade ups in the organization, and when teams trade up to get a quarterback at one, sometimes it does work out. But remember, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't work out. So, but I am rooting for every situation to pan out. I want the Bears to get better, right? I want Sarah and the Colts not to settle for just some other quarterback. I want them to get like the guy, like where, you feel real good about it. And not only you, but everyone. Like, I just feel the Colts deserve a Bryce Young, a CJ Stroud, a Caleb Williams, a Drake May, like me. I need that type of guy, not second fiddle, not this other guy. Yeah, I mean, if Richardson and Levis turns into a Pro Bowler, well, good for fucking them. But, I'm just, it doesn't feel right. It's a settling, so I don't know what's going to happen from here. But, if I'm the organization, I'm not wasting that pick on Richardson. If I'm the Colts or Levis, I know I need to get a quarterback, but if there's better pieces that are out there, like the best, edge, the best D tackle, the best guard, I'm grabbing that instead. And you suck for a year, who cares? Then if you can end up getting the top pick and you get Caleb or Drake May, do you think anyone in the Colts fan base would even care for the next 10 years? Hell no. Some of those fans would probably be even happier if it was Caleb or Drake, because honestly, I think a lot of people think that those two are going to be better than these two this year. We don't know for sure. We don't know how good Bryce will be or CJ will be, but kind of what people are, the vibe is that Caleb and Drake, or Caleb is going to be like that dual threat, a Cam Newton type of player, right? And then you're going to get Drake May, who's going to be like the pocket guy, but he's going to be like the guy, like until like Arch Manning and some of these other guys come around. But if you watch Drake May at North Carolina at a freshman, I mean, the guy looks like he's a veteran, a seasoned vet. Like he seems like a junior or senior. So, and obviously I know because Oregon played him in the bowl game, and I watched quite a few of games on him. So, yeah, but I know there'll be people in here, Panther fans and Colts fans and Texans fans, and now if the Texans are like, perfect, we're sitting where we want to be, so I guess if the Colts can't trade up with one, maybe the Colts can trade up to two. But again, if you're trading up to one or two, you are giving away a lot. I mean, if you're looking at this compensation, it's a lot of picks. And for, number one, number two pick as a quarterback, it pans out like 50% of the time. That's a lot of risk. Like 6 picks, a player, usually 5-6 picks, usually multiple first rounders, and then you're just banking, that it's going to be something good. But even when the players look good in college, Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, it sometimes just pans out where that's as good as they're going to get. And you're not going to really take it to the next level. Maybe if you get to a team that has better coaching or better supporting cast, you can elevate your game. But I think for everyone, even me being a Duck fan, I knew going in that Herbert was going to be the guy rather than Mariota winning the Heisman. Heisman Trophy Award don't mean shit. If anything, it's a fucking curse, because anyone that gets that goddamn award, the pressure is so high on that player that it's like they are almost know the history of it. And then 9 times out of 10, that player busts or folds. Even if they're a great player, just that pressure of like, oh, fuck, first pick, or oh, fuck, Heisman. You should be proud of that. But I definitely think some athletes don't, they appreciate the award and they love the recognition, but there's a lot of, underwhelming play and failures when you get these big awards too. And that also shows you that the award system is flawed, because sometimes they don't even give it to the right player on college or NFL. But most of the time they're more spot on with college though. 110, 104, Miami Heat up on the Cavs. I could watch these two teams. Blazers, I watched them. We were winning the whole game. Embiid fade away, 1 second left, swish, and then we lose by one. So brutal. But they're the Sixers. And so me being a Blazer fan, am I mad? No, because, I already know that team is one of the top 3 in the East. So it happens. Mike in the building. How are you? But you already knew DJ Moore was going to be on the way out. You know what I mean? So you already know that more than likely that he was going to leave. He was going to get, so as long as you're, getting something in return, that was the icing on top. Like, when you're looking at the Bears and you're getting compensation, you're like first rounder, second rounder, first rounder, fourth rounder. Oh, starting wide receiver, underrated top, 25 receiver that, doesn't really get the appropriate love and maybe he's on the way out anyways. Okay, boom. Dangle the carrot. Of course, they're going to take that deal. It's like for the Colts to do it, they would have to do Michael Pittman Jr., and they're not doing that. They're already extremely thin at wide receiver. But, even if you're thin at wide receiver now, like I said, sometimes it's just about that franchise guy. But as you know, as a Panther fan, there's way more involved. Running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. What does the offensive line look like? Coaching, defense, special teams. Like this team is far from being rebuilt, even if you get the number 1 pick. And that's the truth. And I think you know that too. So just because you get a quarterback doesn't mean, we're going to go to, being a kind of a bad team to being a top team right away. It's going to take some time, but what a crazy trade. Absolutely crazy. Like I said, you could, but the only reason, but why would you go to 3 if quarterbacks are going to be at 1 or 2? There's no point of trading what you already have coming to you if you can't get to the first 2 spots. Realistically, it's going to be what? Bryce and CJ, Bryce, right? So if you get to 3, you're trading away stuff and you're not even getting what your number 1 and number 2 option is. So I don't know if there would even be a reason to trade to 3. You know what I mean? I see what you're thinking, but also, too, we want you to keep your picks, not just trade them away, and then you still don't get the player that you want, right? Because the higher you are, the more compensation that you have to obviously get in return. So, yeah, but I think, like I said, he's on the way out. Like if you could be a Saint fan or NFC South fan, but we already know DJ Moore has never been appreciated. He never got the football enough. He was like one of the best players on the team for years, but if you put him on a team with like the Packers, he might end up being a top 10 receiver in the league overall. Like that's how much talent he has, and I recognize that as a Buccaneer fan, but sometimes that's what you have to do if you want to, getting, Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, giving up that in their eyes, they'll get another one. They'll get another guy they can build chemistry with. It's not necessarily ideal, but that's the reason why the Bears are going to, take that trade. And that also helps Justin Fields tremendously. So now you have Mooney, Cole Kmet, and obviously that piece there. And you still need a lot more, but Fields with a DJ Moore talent, you're going to see more talent come out on the arm side instead of just Justin Fields running it like a madman. So that's facts. Mike's like Anderson at 1. He's definitely good enough to be picked number 1 overall, based off his talent. Definitely top 5 pick, easy. But do you know what I'm saying? The Colts fan base, if you guys got a Drake May in Indianapolis, that would be like getting Andrew Luck or Peyton Manning. Like the place would be hyped. You know what I mean? Like you already, like, even if there is like, some shortcomings and, struggles and pain and some failure, you already seen that Drake May is an NFL player as a freshman in college. So what do you think he's going to be, 3-4 years from now? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of potential there. So I don't know. I know you have to get a quarterback, but again, sometimes, sacrificing a season or 2 to go 1 step backwards to go 10 steps forward. Imagine having Drake May for 10 years or Richardson or Levis. What would make you more excited as a Colt fan for potential? I think that's a pretty clear answer. Shit, even Caleb. I'm an Oregon Duck fan, but I mean, even it's a USC Trojan rivalry. I mean, the guy's talented, no doubt. Yeah, but the thing is, do you really feel that in your gut? You can watch tape, you can see people tell you on TV, but what does your initial gut tell you after seeing all of these amazing quarterbacks that Trevor Lawrence is even struggling, right? Do we really think that guy or Levis is going to be the best and also better than Bryce and CJ? I mean, it depends on team and what team gets him, because if he slides and goes to a team that already has like all the weapons like the 49ers, then you're going to get more out of him than if he would have gone to like the Cleveland Browns. But, I'm not really sold on him. I think that there's a lot of positives. His interview, his combine, any type of skill competition that he's going to do, all the metrics, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. For me, I'm not really sure if he screams, top 10 quarterback right out of the gates. Like, I'm not really feeling that from him. He seems just more of like a project QB. You can be as great as you are, but I mean, was he better than Jameis Winston in college? Was he better than Marcus Mariota in college? I don't think so. And even those guys aren't really that great. They're average to above average. So we'll see. Well, you never know. Sometimes the players, they hit a wall and they don't get better. But also we do get players that are like, they're all right, and they turn into like the superstars, across the globe, and we're like, holy shit, this guy went from being like, okay, maybe a decent player, role player, and then all of a sudden they work really hard, or they build the right success working with the right people, and they really work hard and mentally, physically, and then they turn into one of the best in the world, or the Hall of Famer. We sometimes get that as well. Oh, they got Kevin Love coming in. Wow, Kevin Love on the Heat. That looks weird. 115, 113 Miami. 10 seconds left, and then we're going to be able to get in the game here. NBA Extra. Oh, that looks clean, baby. I'm always trying to improve everything, with transparency, just making sure everything looks clean, streamlined. Looks nice, man. Looks clean, baby. NBA Extra. It's your boy. Got to get you that extra. Pascal Siakam, baby. About 25 points a game. Solid player. Rebounds, almost 8, like 7.6. Stud, okay? And then we got another guy I enjoy watching. Oh, who dat? Fred Van Fleet. All right? You already know he's going to make some plays tonight. And then on the other side, we have a game time decision, Anthony Davis. I hope he plays. And then he's on the screen now. I saw the game. I mean, I've done many, many Laker games, and that last 30-point, 20 rebound game was a beauty to watch. NBA Extra with your boy, NWSF. Let's go. There's not a lot of guys that can do 30-20s or even 20-20s for that matter. I kind of like when we can get players to get like the high assist number, like 20 to 30. But realistically, if you don't have Jason Kidd or Steve Nash or Scott Skiles or some of these guys that were doing it like that back then, I mean, you don't really see that number anymore. But still, to me, 20 rebounds is a fuckload. Like 20, 25, 30. And then you see the numbers like back in the day with like Wilt grabbing like 50 boards. Yeah, he's like, no problem. 100 points, 50 boards, 38 assists, 18 blocks. Heat up by 115, 114. These two teams are kind of sleeper teams in the East. I feel they have good players, but they just don't have enough bench. It's like they have talent, but are they good enough to beat Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Boston? And I think the answer is no. But I love Donovan Mitchell. You got Jimmy Buckets. I mean, you got plenty of players on the team, but again, it's just like that level of greatness. It's like, unless you get guys like a Donovan Mitchell to throw up, a couple 50-point games, then yeah, Cleveland could. But what are the chances of Donovan Mitchell, throwing up a 71 and then like a strong, 52? You're probably going to get like one game in the series where he goes off. But for a team like Cleveland to be able to get past the Sixers or do something incredible like, beat Boston or Milwaukee, which is like 0%. But if it were to happen, Donovan Mitchell would have to be averaging like 40 to 45 in the series, for 3-4 games in a row. And if something like that happens, then yeah. And then the rest of the role players step up. But I just think in the pecking order, the West is really what we don't know. From 1 to 13, we don't know. And so you have an idea, Denver's the best, but KD, Luka, now with the injuries out, Grizzlies with John Morant in that situation, Kings looking great. So that's a sleeper. Golden State getting healthy with Curry. So, you're starting to see maybe less talk about the Suns and the Grizzlies and more talk about the Warriors and the Kings and the Nuggets. I feel that there's going to be more focus drawn there. And then obviously we already know Boston, Milwaukee, Sixers. It's been that all year. And they have some of the biggest superstars on planet Earth on those three teams. And, it kind of feels like it's going to be a Boston, Milwaukee, and 6 championship year to me. But we'll see. Nice. There's all kinds of stuff going on. College hoops, World Baseball Classic. Everyone getting closer to the tourney. And we'll be getting to the game here in just a second. We got 5 seconds left as they pan in on Lopez and Kevin Love. 117-115 Miami Heat. This is on NBA TV as well if you want to watch along. And then we'll get into Pascal Siakam, baby. Love that photo. Clean. Great player. Would definitely take him in Portland. We need help. Van Fleet is always entertaining. And then I'll get lots of Laker photos up as we go through with Reeves and many, many others. It'll be fun. Anthony Davis. Only one out is Mo Bamba. And that's a shame because, like, when they got him, I was like, ooh, even though you get these guys that are like names and they're not, really great players yet, they're role players. But sometimes when you get a role player like a Mo Bamba, he's not going to be able to do everything. But if he's healthy, that's definitely a big asset for LA. Rebounding, shot blocking, maybe some easy dunks, easy putbacks just because of his size and length. It's always a bonus. Jimmy Buckets at the line. First free throw is good. 118-115. He nails this next free throw, then this one is over. Thank you, Mike. Mike is making sure that we're not eating air sandwiches tonight. Appreciate you, man. So that's the schedule that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a little bit of everything. I'll do polls with the fans to make sure that we get, whatever. Because if they wanted me to do that WBC game, I would have done that. But again, I'll just, try to give each, person an idea of, what we think we're going to be doing. But yeah, definitely tomorrow is going to be fun. And Sunday. Mitchell for 3, no good. And that is it. Final score, Heat 119, Cavs 115. But it's going to be Venezuela versus the Dominican Republic, which means that's the best matchup in the WBC so far. That means you're going to get Altuve, Ronald Acuna Jr., Renigfo, from the Angels, on the Venezuelan side, just to name a couple. And then you Julio and company, right? Julio Rodriguez, J-Rod, my guy, on the Dominican, right? And then after that, we'll get Team USA that's got so many great players. It makes my head want to explode. So, and that'll be at 6. So we'll do that. Then we're at NASCAR, Phoenix. And then at the end of the night, it's Mexico and USA, and I'm probably going to do that one as well. I want to soak in the WBC experience just because it's only every 4 years. So I know once it's done, people are kind of just like, ho-hum on it. But I think that once, if I get to watch the action or we're watching together, it's going to be fun to watch because, like I said, there's a lot of MLB greatness on the teams. If the teams were just like a Major League Baseball player and maybe he wasn't even that good, then this really wouldn't be something worth watching, right? But when you get all-star, Hall of Famer, and you're looking at some of these teams like Dominican Republic and Team USA, where it's literally like an all-star team for both. And also with the season coming up with all the, expectations, and obviously Julio Mania, of course. Yeah. So I want to watch both teams very closely, Dominican as well as Team USA. And I'm excited about the NASCAR race, not excited about Chase still being out. Napa know-how. 6 weeks? That's way too long. No more snowboarding or skiing, but, it is what it is. So appreciate you, Mike. What do you want to see for photos? You want me to throw up some you got some like metal stuff? I mean, I could do some music stuff. You let me know. I'm just glad that you're here and I appreciate your support. $20 holla. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. NBA extra. Let's go. $20 holla. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom. Bang, bang. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. $20 holla. Cactus Jack approves. Yes, thank you so much. It's always good to get it kind of started early. Whenever, and obviously when it starts early, then you got a better chance to kind of set the tone. Thank you so much, man. But let me know what you want to see. I can throw up some Alabama. I can throw up, we could throw up your guy, number 1 pick. I can throw some Anderson up there. I mean, we can get some representation up there. If the quarterbacks weren't such a novelty this year, hell yeah, that guy could go 1. Are you kidding me? 1 or 2 for sure. Special player. I mean, most defensive players from Alabama turning into pretty special players. So. Ooh, I got some crispy ones. Crispy Alabama representation. Oh, crispy. Little HD 4K action. We all have a purpose in life. A why. No matter your purpose. Oh, yeah. I got to get the crispies. Let's see here. Got to get a good action shot. Practice here, getting ready. Yeah, and like I said, I thought I was gonna, enjoy the idea of Alabama not getting to the playoff every year, and now Georgia kind of took that over. But after seeing what typically happens to these, Big Ten, Pac-12, or any other conference but the SEC, once you start stepping in the ring with the big boys, even if you're undefeated and 12-0 Ohio State or 12-0 Michigan, you usually go up against Bama and Georgia. It's a done deal. You're not gonna win. But I definitely do not like the idea of Alabama not being there when it matters at the end. It hurts the game for college. It's much better to have a 2-loss Alabama team than a 1-loss other team. I think that we learned that tremendously this year, that it would have been much better to have Bryce Young and what he was going to be able to bring, because a team with 2 losses could beat everybody. They get on the right page, they could beat anybody that's above them. Right? I don't know. I just want to be able to see greatness, and thinking that, maybe having another team step up there and then you see what happens. No, I need Alabama in the top 4 every year. If I've already had that, then I didn't have it, and then you saw what happened. No, I need them back in there to even out the playing field. They'll be back too. $20. Let's get to a hundo. Oh my God. If that happens, I'd be super excited. But the way that the races have been going so far, I mean, Kyle Busch looks like he's motivated. To me, like, out of all the drivers, all the motivation, not just because it's Mike's guy, but based off wins, he's doing it in the truck. He's doing it on Cup, new team, everything. I mean, other guys that seem really motivated too. Public enemy number 1, Ross Chastain, Daniel Suarez, the teammate, looking pretty motivated this year. You already know some people are retiring this year that will be a little bit more motivated, but we already know who the top tier people are. And you always know that Larson will be up there, and you're always going to get a little Joey Logano up there as well. So, yeah, but that would be crazy. I just want to watch him race. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't wait this whole period of time to not get to see him race. And, it's like, it's one thing to not have him DNF and not finish or wreck, but not even to be able to see the Napa out there with him in it is, I don't know, man. It sucks. Just like if you had your favorite, just not out there, it's just not the same. So once he comes back, then everything there'll be more excitement for sure. All right, we're going to get started here, and looks like a few minutes. We got the Raptors and the Lakers. Pascal Siakam, baby. We'll probably see hopefully a big game out of him. I'm hoping 25 points. Couple dunks. It'll be tough, though. And then Van Fleet will have to put up like 20 or more if they want to win this. Van Fleet is crafty. And then in 20 minutes, WBC comes out. It's Panama and Italy. So I need to go click over and take a peek on that. Doesn't have as many good players. Again, really the teams to watch are Venezuela, Dominican Republic, USA. Those are the ones that primarily have the most. The Team Mexico has some ballas as well. I mean, every country is going to have some because you're going to be like, oh, I didn't know that person was from this country. Like, all right, here we go. All right, tip off. Lakers are wearing the purple top, purple bottom with the gold and the black stripes. Really clean, actually. Purple isn't going to be for everyone. Not everyone, has that vibe to do the Vikings and the Laker color, but when done right, with the black there, it's pretty clean, man. Purple, and you got just the right amount of gold, and then a nice blend of black with it too, with the shorts and everything. It's a clean look. Jumper is good. OG Anunoby, 20-foot jumper is good. Raptors 2, Lakers 0. OG. Deep three, no good. Offensive rebound by Anthony Davis. Nice pass. Oh, baby. Anthony Davis with the dime. That was nice. Nice job, bro. Good court vision. Unselfish play. Oh. Alley-oop is good. OG again. Anunoby. 4, Lakers 2. Stolen. Van Fleet. Take it all the way. Gives it up to Scotty Barnes and good. Raptors high flying so far. 6-2 start. Alley-oop out of bounds. Turnover, LA. Come on, baby. Give me some Pascal. Scotty Barnes is kind of underrated too. Now, since I'm watching so much, I'm pretty familiar with all the role players. Anyone can know superstars, but to really understand the NBA, you got to know the role players and the bench. That gives you the better understanding. If you're not invested in those guys, and it's going to be really hard to separate like how far each team is going to go and how good each team is if you're just doing it based off superstar info alone. Role players matter, especially in this fucking league. Oh, nice pass. 8-2 Raptors. Not JT in the building. What to do? Yeah, keep me posted on that. Gary Rossington. Hook shot, air ball. Anthony Davis with the board. Floater, no good. Van Fleet, top of the key. Nice pass right there. Good teamwork there by Toronto. Very unselfish. Toronto's 32-35, 3 games below 500. Lakers 32-34. Deep three is good. He's going to have to do that quite a bit tonight, Troy Brown Jr. And we need to get LeBron James. Obviously, when you have him, the game is totally different. Offensive rebound is good. Baseline. Working around. Ooh, nice behind the back. Russell for 3, no good. 12-7 Toronto, 8:15 left in the first quarter. Pretty up-tempo, like kind of a helter-skelter start for both teams. Can I get a Siakam, please? Pascal. Gary Rossington on the way, brother. I love it. See, that's why I like having people with personalities that are just so different from each other. because no one else on the channel would probably bring up names like that. And it's just always cool to be able to see those type of things, as it's not going to be, everyone has that same type of style or love for the same type of stuff. Love it, man. Always gives me an opportunity to see something new. And we know the Leonard Skinner guitarist passed, and that's obviously why we are doing a little tribute here. 14-7, Toronto. Good ball movement. Siakam, corner three is good. Yeah, 17-7, Toronto. Let's go, baby. Little pick and roll. 2-man game. 3 seconds. Oh, illegal defense. Oh, there we go. There's one nice one. Another one. And then when the headline came out, Beasley shooting the tech. 17-8, Toronto. And I'll get you some more as we go through. Appreciate you. It's cool to do tributes for people like that too, and we want to make sure that, it's not like a lot of people are going to be doing stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool to be able to show love for some of our favorites, especially when unfortunate things like that happen. Nice pass. Van Fleet. Good ball movement there by Toronto. Good smooth passing. Good court awareness. Good basketball IQ. 19-10, Toronto. Good cut. Off the board a little too hard. Van Fleet with the rebound. Corner three. Man, they're balling right now, Toronto. 22-10, Toronto. Yeet. All right, let's get some more photos up while we're going to commercial break here. And even if you're not like huge into college hoops, this is the time that if you didn't really watch anything in the regular season, or if you did, you can hop in now when they're doing like the tournament, like everyone's getting seeding and positioning, trying to win the conferences, and then we're going into March Madness, and then it gets really exciting. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. It's just going to suck because I know there's going to be some really awesome games on at like 9 a.m. where I'm going to be watching, and I can always go live from my phone, but it's not the same. I want to be able to pull up some photos, and we can actually do it right here. So we'll have to wait until after like 4 p.m. So some of those games that start from like 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific time, we'll find the best matchups, and we'll be able to watch those. And I know people are going to be hitting me up for advice and whatnot for the bracket. And I feel that I've watched enough to have a pretty good gauge. I would like to watch a little bit more, but the more you read and the more you watch, the more familiar you're going to be. And so. (22-10) Toronto. All right, let's get a couple more photos here of Gary. Appreciate you, Mike. See if I can find some really good performing photo here. Let's see. Oh, here's a cool one. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, let's see if I can get this next one to format. Ooh, I like this one. This one's good. There we go. How is it? Is it good? Man, I wish I could just watch everything that's going on. There's so many games on right now. Not every person's watching the same thing. So who's favored to win March Madness? I mean, I think there's 3 teams. Bill Self had the fucking heart attack, which is goddamn terrible. But Kansas won it last year. They have a team that's worthy enough of repeating. But obviously, as we know in any sport, it's hard to go back to back. And then Houston and Alabama definitely have a shot to win it all. So I would say Houston, Alabama, Kansas will be your top 3. And there might be another sleeper team in there somewhere that could steal the whole thing from everyone. We don't know. But to me, I mean, I've got to watch all 3 teams a few times this season. And clearly, when I watch the some of the others, you'll have some Pac-12 teams, UCLA, Arizona, and some of these others. But to me, it seems like Bama, Houston, and Kansas by far are the 3 best. And, you could argue Kansas, even though they might not have the record like Bama or Houston, they have Bill Self. But now I think Bill had the heart attack. I haven't heard an update. Sarah maybe has, but prayers up for him. Floater, because if they don't have Bill Self, Kansas is not going to win it all. That's a big part of why Kansas is so good. He might be the best coach in college hoops right now. Facts. So, yes. But I hope you like those. 25-12, Toronto, and 1. Oh, baby. D'Angelo Russell. That was nice. Megan in the building. How are you? Wow, look at this photo. This one will give you guys flashbacks if you're have a Laker memory. Like right when he was on the team the first time around with the whole snitching thing. When Luke Walton was the coach still. Wow. That seems so long ago, doesn't it? When Luke Walton was the head coach? Holy shit. 25-15 Toronto. D'Angelo, I see you, boy. Imagine if Julius Randle and Brandon Ingram were still on the Lakers right now, too. Stolen. Fast break. I love me some Reeves. Reeves and Anthony Davis have great chemistry together, too. You can tell Anthony knows where the basketball is going to be from Reeves every time when they do the pick and roll. Woo! Rui Hachimura for 3. 8-0 scoring run by the Lakers. 25-18 Toronto. Now the crowd is lit. It's 7:30. Those people are all drunk and faded. They're already in their seats. It's not like the other game. I think 7 o'clock is too early, but 7:30 is perfect. They're like, well, we just woke up an hour ago. 27-18 Toronto. D'Angelo Russell. A little shake and bake. 2-man game with Anthony Davis, pick and roll. Reeves, top of the key, pump fake. And then a little cheap foul by Van Fleet with the body. He's there, come on. Yes, Skinhead. Oh, you got a Bill Walton? Nice. Did you hear about the new album and what's coming out? So they're doing this special thing where they have it like in a website or like exclusive movie theater thing where they're going to release on the day before it comes out, like all the songs, the music videos and everything like a day before until everything drops and you can all like watch it like together at the same time or try to be in like the room or however they decide to do it. But I thought that was pretty cool. My buddy actually had like floor tickets, I think, to go to like LA, and it was like 2. So I was thinking, oh, because I might go, to a show like that, but he doesn't know if he's going to keep them or if he's going to sell them. But that's a big thing, if you're a Guns N' Roses or a Metallica type of person. And, sometimes you get these bands that don't make music anymore, but sometimes you get ones that kind of keep it moving. But yeah, I'm actually, because when I'm in the car, when I walk Paisley, it's only hip hop, right? But when I'm in the car, it's only rock. Sometimes metal, rock, alternative, sometimes metal. Like, I have like 105, 105.7 or 105.9. And that's kind of like, kind of the alternative and stuff. And then you have the 94.7. That's another alternative. And I don't know what it is. It's different moods, I guess, when I'm in the car and whatnot. 28-20 Raptors. But definitely excited to hear the new music, to see what they have. I've never seen Metallica in concert, but obviously it would have been, prime to see them in the 90s. That would have been the time to see them if you were going to see them. But yeah, fuck, man. If someone invites me to go to fucking LA to go see Metallica on the floor, yeah. Why would I say no? Something like that. But I don't know if we're going to be going. 12-3 run by LA. Starting to put the press on. Van Fleet with the jumper. Bank three is good. No way. You kidding me? Yeet. 4 for 5 from deep for Toronto. 31-22 Raptors. Hachimura. Reeves in the corner for 3. No good. I like Van Fleet. Pump fake. Layup, no good. Give it to fucking Siakam, damn it. Anthony Davis. Let's go. Oh, yeah. NBA Extra. You know who I am? The Brow. Sucker. 31-24 Toronto. I did. I watched that whole game too. Great player, and I kind of knew it was going to happen. You guys are a playoff team, a legit contender. We're a pretender. We need more. And anytime, if you're on the road and you're doing well, you feel good about it, but you just know when you're dealing with a top 3 team, whether it be the Sixers, the Bucks, or the Celtics, Celtics waxed the shit out of us. So I already knew, but I mean, we're going to fight. Blazers will fight with Dame, but sometimes, Dame can't do it all by himself. You know what I mean? We just need more experience, more toughness. And it sucks when you don't have toughness and you're not a rebounding, defending team. It sucks, dude. Like, just knowing that we can't stop anybody ever, right? And then we have to really rely heavy on Dame, and then just hope that a couple other guys like Jeremy Grant or Simons, if he's not hurt, or Nurk, if he goes from being Charmin, soft as toilet paper, and he ends up being a little bit better. But even as soft as Nurk is, we're so much better with him in the lineup than without. We just don't have a deep enough bench. Awesome game. You know what I mean? And then for you guys to get the one lead of the game, and it happened with 1 second left with a fadeaway with Embiid. So, I mean, I'm jealous. I mean, Embiid, it's the best center in the league. I mean, even Ayton is good. He's raw, 2.0, 3.0 version, but he'll never be as good as Embiid. I mean, Embiid is going to be a Hall of Famer. So, great player. Oh, just find him. Happens all the time. Just happened to a couple players recently, And then you get so many texts, and then they, start suspending you after that. And you can always tell when the mouthy players are the people that are being picked on, because those are the people that are at 15 texts and more. Like 15 to 20 texts, you already know that they're getting targeted, or, oh, Laker girls, watch out. Everyone just woke up. So I didn't get a chance to see the China and Australia. I think that one started about an hour ago. And then we got Panama and Italy, I believe, starting here in just a moment. But I think on my other platform, it only does the NBA, unfortunately, which is terrible. I would have loved to have been able to watch that on there. But I'm excited to see Julio tomorrow. I'm excited to see Team USA tomorrow. And then NASCAR on Sunday. Super excited for Phoenix. And then maybe another Team USA against Mexico at the end, which would be cool. Van Fleet tripped up. Foul called. 31-24 Raptors with 2:21 left in the first quarter. And let me know what other photos that you're thinking that you want, Mike. I can do some Alabama basketball for you if you want, whatever you want. Appreciate you. Van Fleet for 3, no good. He said no threes just yet, baby. Reeves, floater, rejected. Fast break by the Raptors. Van Fleet, pump fake for 3. Euro step with the left-handed layup is good. Get the fuck out of here, Fred. 33-24 Raptors. That was actually fucking nice. On the very borderline and cusp traveling, but you know how that goes. Offensive foul. Nice. I did not get to see that. Who stepped up for you today? Dude, you're having a fantastic day. You got the number 1 pick in the draft and the Spurs beat the Nuggets. I mean, Jesus, it might as well be your fucking birthday and Christmas today. Huh? That's pretty nice. Number 1 team in the West with Joker, Michael Porter Jr., right? Jamal Murray, no problem. First pick in the draft, no problem. Oh, nice pump fake there. Schroeder draws the foul. I like Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder. Free throw is good. Hook shot is good. That was pretty. Schroeder at the top of the key. Achawuwawa. Stolen. Another Laker turnover. Traveling. Idiot. You did? Oh, my God. That would have been the time to see him. 80s and 90s Metallica in concert would have been just ridiculous. I can't even imagine, honestly. Johnson, Showtime McDermott, baby. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations on that. I'll have to go back and look at the box score. And one. Rui Hachimura. His shot selection has been getting better for me because I was getting kind of angry. Like the one player that they brought over that has got uber talent, but just was like, I think shooting a little too much, forcing a little too much. And I get it. When you're a role player, you have to score to keep yourself on the floor, but you also don't want to take bad shots. And I feel like when you first came onto the team, your shot selection was fucking garbage. You were just throwing up anything, seeing if it would stick. So now it seems like a little bit more patient, and the shots are going in more now, which is, probably an exact correlation of him taking his time and just not shooting every fucking time he's got the ball. I mean, there's plenty of guys on the team that can score. I mean, I'd rather have Reeves with the ball in his hands there, and then down low, go get a fucking rebound like Vanderbilt. Don't worry about shooting all the time. Rui. Anthony Davis is back in. Oh, 100%. The 100% is, obviously I feel the Sixers are still missing like a bench player or a starter to keep up with Milwaukee or Boston in a 7-game series. If it's like, best of 5, like whoever wins 3, then the Sixers are in that category. But I think it's like if you have to win 4 games against Boston or Milwaukee, I just don't know if you guys can do it this year. If you build the team a little bit better next year, then I said definitely. But it's not like you guys are that far behind, but it's just a lot of pressure that Embiid would have to get like 40 points every night. And then you have to hope that Harden can get you 25 to 30, and he can't do that every night. So I think there needs to be another player to kind of soften the cushion for Embiid that's not Harden and someone that's younger. Like if they would have done Sabonis instead of Harden, it would have been probably booed initially. But then once you start to see like how great Sabonis is and what he's doing for the Kings, you'd be like, oh my God, this was the smart move. We should have did Embiid and Sabonis. That 1-2 punch. I mean, you could argue Sabonis is one of the MVP top 10 candidates. There's other guys that are higher, but based on what he does for that team, that would be so dangerous. And obviously Harden is Harden, Hall of Fame player, lefty, liability on defense, but can, dribble like a motherfucker and score like at will at times. But, he's a little older now. But still, there's role players there, and Sixers are fun to watch. It just sucks when they have to come back and beat my Blazers by 1. Long 3. But I could kind of see it happening. Rejected at the end of the first quarter. Toronto 35, Lakers 31. Isabella, $19.69. Thank you, bro. Mike is an OG. Mike is, like I said, we get people that are as young as like 10, 11, 12, but we have people all the way up to like 90 to 100 on the channel, 70s, 80s, 60s, 50s. I mean, we have a very good range. Half the fucking channel is under 40, and then the other half is over. So whenever we get some OGs like Mike has seen it all. Like if anyone's got a question on the old school ways and how much, things were and how things were, that's the guy to ask. That he's got way more experience than any of us, just being older and living through all of these eras that a lot of us weren't even born yet. So that's why I like having Mike here on the channel. We have that OG, that experience. And I also love it too. It's just the NASCAR side in you too, and the racing. It's perfect. It's exactly what I needed. Honestly. I always like to learn from you guys too, and there's always going to be something that you know more than me in, and I like to be able to learn from you. So, and honestly, having people like Mike, that's a big part of me doing NASCAR, regardless of numbers. It's fun, and it's just nice to be able to enjoy it with people that feel the same way. $19.69 for Isabella. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. For Isabella. Electric. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, baby. Legend. We'll get more of that up here. Start of the second quarter, Raptors 37, Lakers 31. Good up-tempo game. There's all kinds of WBC, college hoops, wrestling. I mean, you guys let me know what's going on. If you're watching something other than this, which a lot of people are, keep me posted on everything that's going on. NBA, what's going on in the NFL, anything new? Any other new words with trades and rumors? What's going on with WBC? What's going on in Rampage and SmackDown? I mean, give me the info. I can only watch so many things, 37-33, Raptors. Jumper, no good. All right, here goes Schroeder bringing up the ball. See if they can get a little two-man game going here. Reeves, top of the key. God, I love me some Reeves. Reeves, Vanderbilt. He's got a nice squad. Floater, no good. And shit, if we do get Lakers Kings in the playoffs, if LeBron comes back, wow, that would be something. because I would assume the Kings would be underdogs, even though they're the better team. But if they have LeBron, everyone's going to be like, oh, LeBron, Lakers, and the Lakers have improved. But we also have to remember the Kings are one of the, most athletic, young, up-and-coming teams, not only in the Western Conference, but overall in the NBA. That the team is legit. Super fun to watch. Ooh, corner three is good. My goodness. First three behind the arc by Jared Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt can make threes in the corner? Oh, my. Jameson is smiling after that one. Trent, fade away, no good. Out of bounds. What does Isabella want? What do you want me to put up photo-wise for that? I can take care of you there. For Isabella, anything you want, bro. NASCAR, you want some Kyle Busch? No, I got you, man. $40. Let's get to a hundo. Let's do it. No, we got you. We have some people that are in their 20s. If I look at the channel metrics, we actually our youngest one is 10 to 12 years old. Whenever I put up like the lobster photos and whatnot, that's usually for him, Alex. I think he's one of our youngest ones. It's like 10 to 12, but yeah, but we do have people that are, 15, 18, 20. Appreciate that. $1 holla. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want to see. Thank you so much. 41. We're getting there. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Appreciate you. I saw that. Odin's son sent me a message on Twitter as soon as it happened. Yeah, they're going to have like 3 pay-per-views in a row that are outside the United States, I believe. Another corner three. Oh, my. Jared Vanderbilt. We're on it up at 41. My goodness. 2 for 2 from deep. Vanderbilt with 10. I mean, if Vanderbilt gets you high point numbers, you're screwed. Because that's the guy that's supposed to rebound and block shots and play good defense. And the defense has dramatically changed with Vanderbilt, specifically, not only in lineups, but for what he does. God, it makes me so jealous as a Blazer fan because that's exactly what we need in Portland, a Jared Vanderbilt. Can we get one, please? Nice layup. Schroeder. AC/DC. Okay, I got you. Nice layup there by Schroeder. 44-43 Toronto. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Corner three. Everyone's shooting corner threes today. What the hell is going on here? Rebound. Vanderbilt. Oh, fouled. Oh, Vanderbilt's going crazy. He got smacked. Body bump. Smacked over the head, too.
The Lakers healthy, except for, of course, the king, the leading scorer in the history of the league. Except the leading scorer in the history of the league. It's a big except. LeBron, who will be out at least another 3 weeks, unfortunately. We always wish him all the best for a quick rehab to get back for the playoffs. I have to tell exactly how long it's going to be for him. Vanderbilt, what a find. I mean, everybody knew it. You hear other coaches talk about it, his peers, wherever he's been that activity guy, and a guy who can really guard and really do offensive player. I said a couple years ago, one thing that the Lakers were really good for 2 things. One of the 2 things was they needed a defensive front court guy. Probably has been determined that the foul that sets Barnes is a flagrant foul penalty 1.
Oh, flagrant foul.
Contact above the shoulders to the vulnerable airborne shooter. 2 free throws.
Wow.
You heard it all there. Vanderbilt will be the recipient of 2 free throws, and the Lakers will keep possession of the ball. Tough call on Barnes. Trying to make a play. I don't think it was anything malicious, but the rules are the rules. But back to what I was saying, I thought the Lakers needed a defensive forward. Somebody that just concentrated on shutting people down. The other thing, of course, was 3-point shooting. Well, you heard the official call from Mark Davis, one of our 3 referees, Ron Forte and Costa are the others.
Vanderbilt. Free throw is good.
111. The Raptors average about 112.
Second free throw is good. Lakers take the lead, 45-44. 7:54 left in the second quarter. There you go. There's some cowbush. Oh, get into the potty training. There we go. Really? Oh, my. Sounds like you've gone to more impactful, memorable concerts than most people I know. Deep three, no good. Lakers definitely got the momentum back, but the game is close. Corner three, no good. Lakers with the rebound. Schroeder, top of the key. Down low to Anthony Davis, turned over. Siakam is good. Let's go, baby. Pascal Siakam. Assist from Will Barton, former Blazer. Ooh. Oh, my. Jared Vanderbilt. Is this the game? Is this the Jared Vanderbilt game? 47-46. This is the best I've seen him offensively in a game this season. Keep going to him. Shit. Lakers up by 1. Bank shot is good. That was good patience there by OG Anunoby. Schroeder, top of the key. 2-man game pick and roll with Anthony Davis. Floater by Schroeder, no good. Rebound by Anthony Davis. Fadeaway, front rim, no good. Rebound by Siakam. Come on, Pascal. Oh, that was a good drop step right there by Toronto. My goodness. Anthony Davis is not happy. All right, starting to get some more photos up here. All right, let's go through these, and I'll be able to delete some of these and get some more on here. Anderson. I will never not root for Bama to be in the 4 ever again. It's never going to happen. It was a complete disaster this year without them in there. And honestly, I think if they did make it, I think that they would have won their game. I don't give a shit 2 losses. They'll learn. Still better than some of those other teams that were ahead of them. That's facts.
Did I tell you A.D. stayed here last week? I know Franco stayed here. No, Anthony Davis. The brow? You know why? The sheets. Ooh, 8,000 direct count team of cap. See, the thing is, A.D. needs his beauty sleep, right? He's like, he wakes up and just drops it.
All right, let me delete some of these other ones. We'll make room for some more. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Mike, anything else? Let me know. I'll see if I get another AC/DC one in here for Sarah as well.
Childproofing is hard. So we made one thing simple. Duracell lithium coin batteries. They're the only ones with a bitter coating to help discourage swallowing.
2 championship squads will take the court, but only one can come out on top. The deer are everything to
Oh, that's a cool one. 48-47 Toronto. I'm just going to take a quick peek at the WBC if I can. We got Astros, Mets, and then we got China, Australia, and I want to see Panama, Italy. Let's take a quick peek. I love it having it be like on super late at night. It's like live, you know. I fucking love this. Incredibly late sports on super late at night, which, you know, it's like so unexpected, but I love it. I figured that's what it was. If there's a favorite thing, I can always put that up. 49-47 Toronto. And we can always put up a lot of RCR. It's going to be a fun year. What's your prediction on how many wins he's going to get this year, Mike? What are you thinking? I mean, it kind of feels like it could be a 3 to 5 win race type of thing. I mean, already had so much success early on. I mean, maybe more, but I would be kind of shocked if he doesn't get to that 3 to 5 win number. I think that's very possible. I don't think that's a crazy number to think of. And then maybe if he gets on fire, who knows? Maybe 8. No, that's going to be difficult. But if Chase is out for a while, there's going to be room for other people to step up. But it's very competitive. Top of the 3, Key is good. 53-47, Toronto. Schroeder, floater. Elbow 3 is good. Beasley for 3. Toronto up by 3 with 5:30 left in the second quarter. Pretty up-tempo game. Spread it out. 3, air ball, no good. And then wild throw by D'Angelo Russell. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Paisley's woofing, I hear. Woof, woof, woof. Shot is no good. Rebound by Anthony Davis. Lakers definitely have a shot to lead at halftime if they can just get a couple good baskets here. Defense has been pretty good, and they have a pretty good court awareness with their teammates. Corner 3 is good. Schroeder. Oh, my. We're knotted up at 53. 4 for 6 from deep this quarter for the Lakers. Nice pass. Rejected. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis down low. And the flush. Yeet. 55-53. Lakers. Job.
Everyone else is facing this way. Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you put the home loan with us.
That was terrible. Okay, let's hang back. We're going to try that again.
It's easy to get lost in investment research. Introducing JP Morgan.
There it is.
Advisors. Connect with an advisor.
How many races will Kyle Busch and RCR win this season? That is the question.
JP Morgan
Could be a championship year for him. Chase, the injury, someone else needs to step up. Logano won it last year, right? Ross is coming. What if it came down to Kyle and Ross at the end?
Whether because of discomfort,
We'll find out.
your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality
D'Lo with the turnover.
seated exerciser that's
Why, D'Lo, why? This is a cool photo with him and Luke Walton, though.
boosts circulation without physical
The snitch days.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility.
I gotta get some more metal up for
stimulate healthy circulation.
Mike.
Feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better, and makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the deluxe bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
We've got 6 games on this Friday night to talk about. We're going to have highlights and analysis from all 6 of them. But first, Naz Reid forcing overtime, tying things up at 114 apiece for the Timberwolves. So we were headed to overtime. But ultimately, it wouldn't be quite enough. Dorian Finney-Smith getting it done. The Nets have won 4 out of their last 5 wins. It was also, by the way, a 7th 30-point game this season for the Hell Ribbons. For now, more from LA. We'll be back at halftime.
Look at this AC/DC one I found. Look at this. 55-53 Lakers. Corner 3 by Van Fleet is no good. Yeah. Undertaker. I imagine there's a lot of Undertaker fans. 55-53 Lakers. Schroeder. Corner 3 is no good by Hachimura. Van Fleet, top of the key. 3:55 to go in the second quarter. Very competitive first half. Saga, get him, Pascal. Up and under. Oh, yes. Yeah. Knotted up at 55, baby. Russell. Smooth layup is good. Nice job. See you, D'Angelo. Ooh. Oh, Giannanubi for 3. Oh, flush. Hachimura. He says, hey, I can dunk too. Sucker. 59-58 Lakers. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Jump hook is no good. Hachimura with the rebound. Out to D'Lo. D'Lo, crossover. Pump fake. And all the way for the easy layup. D'Lo. My goodness. 61-58. D'Lo, 9 points, 4 for 7 from the field. Siakam, 3, no good. D'Lo, top of the key. 2-man game with Anthony Davis. Pick and roll. D'Lo for 3 is good. Oh, my. 64-58 Lakers. Timeout, Toronto. Uh-oh. Here come the Lakers. Yeah. Well, UCLA is a top 10 team, and they have been all year, so that's not a surprise. You know, UCLA and Arizona are pretty good, so they should be mashing anybody else. So, you know, if it's Oregon football, you know, and then UCLA beats us, you know, that's a little different story. But yeah. Dirty deeds. John Moxley. 64-58 Lakers. Good first half. Let's take a look at the box score. See if there's anything that kind of glaring. And OG Anunoby 15, Scotty Barnes and Siakam 10 each, 8 for Paletti. Van Fleet only with 5, Achua and Barton with 5 also on the bench. So obviously the main OG is OG Anunoby. Okay, Siakam needs a little more, Scotty Barnes a little more, and then for the Lakers, Vanderbilt with 14, D'Angelo Russell, D'Lo with 12, and Schroeder with 13. Hachimura with 8, Anthony Davis only with 6. But 3 for 4 shooting, I'll take that. You know, there's no, he doesn't have to ball hog it. You know, sometimes it's going to be a different player at a different point, but it's also better than Anthony Davis having 20 points right now and no one else being involved. This is actually well-rounded for them. You know, same thing goes for Toronto. You have multiple guys at 5 points or more. So that's at least a good sign that they're spreading the ball around a little bit. Would like to see Reeves get a little bit more touches out there as well, but Reeves only has 2 points, but we know he's capable of 15. Maybe a big, strong second half between Reeves and Anthony Davis. Get those numbers up, those averages up. Van Fleet out of bounds. All right, Van Fleet at the top of the key. We got 2 minutes left. 3. Van Fleet, no good. Rebound by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 5 rebounds, so he's not pacing for 20 just yet. Woo! Reverse layup by Rui Hachimura, looking like MJ. Oh, my. Athletic move for a bigger forward, doing a reverse layup in the air. Okay, Rui. Looking good. I mean, all that complaining that I did about you, you're starting to firm your game up a little bit, and I like what I'm seeing. Van Fleet, no good. Anthony Davis, D'Lo, Anthony running the floor. Rui, corner, pump fake, jumper. Rui, front rim, no good. Anthony Davis thrown to the ground, and that's got to be a foul on Toronto. (66-58) Lakers. Alley-oop to Rui. Passes it out. Good unselfish play. D'Lo for 3. No good. Anthony Davis with a board. Nice pass. Okay. That could have been Anthony Davis easily just going back up, but he's unselfish. He goes to the guy who knows it's hot, Rui, and easy layup there. 12 points for Rui Hachimura, 5 for 7. Great job by Anthony Davis not being one of those guys that's like a Hall of Fame player and feels that he has to be a ball hog because LeBron's not playing. That's a great thing about Anthony Davis. You know, it doesn't really want to ball hog it, knows sometimes he has to, but with this roster, it's not the same as it was at the beginning of the year. There are very many capable bodies on the Laker bench and in the starting group besides Anthony Davis or LeBron that can score. Reeves with the floater is good. 70-60 Lakers. Woo-hoo-hoo! 13-2 scoring run. Jameson is happy. Russell Westbrook is gone, and now the team looks good. Van Fleet. Reeves sticking him on like glue out there. Floater is good. Scotty Barnes with the jumper. Stolen. Siakam. 4, 3, 2, 1. Siakam for 3. No good. End of the second quarter. 70-62. We are at halftime.
70-62, the 8-point lead for the Lakers over the Raptors at halftime. A balanced offensive effort, and we're going to discuss it. The Lakers are looking for a third win in a row of our American
first half. Anytime the Lakers get to fucking 70 at halftime, I would say that it's probably a good day. I need to go to a WBC action. All right, where am I going here? I might step outside here for a second too. Astros and Mets played. Okay, let's take a look at China, Australia. Let's take a peek. What do we got going on here? What's the score?
Now step in the World Baseball Classic spotlight. 3/4 arm slot, the fastball slider guy.
All right, we got China and Australia. Australia's got the green and the yellow, kind of looking like the Oakland A's out there. And then we got Zhu today 0 for 2. Let me take a quick peek here.
Now he's pitching.
What is it? 5-2 Australia up on China. Okay. And that's top of the 4th. And that started earlier. And let's look at Panama and Italy. Okay, here they're back. All right, I'm going to do the Panama, Italy. And then as soon as we get back from halftime, we'll go from there as well. Yeah, right? No worries. Yeah, green and gold. Panama 1, Italy 0. Panama is eliminated with a loss. But like I said, I'm just excited about Venezuela got, even if I hate him, Altuve, right? And then Reynigo. And we also have Ronald Acuna Jr. Love that. But obviously the Dominican team has way more fucking talent. Like just the names of the people that are on the Dominican team and USA team are just so exciting. And I hope we get that as a final. And because I'm going to do almost every USA and Dominican game I can if it's available. I mean, I can do these NBA games, but I definitely want to sprinkle in some, WBC, some XFL and NASCAR. But just at this time, even though I do want to do some of these XFL games, sometimes we have these other things that are coming up that are just as good as an XFL game or maybe a little better. But I always will set up votes, and I'll let you guys decide, you know what I mean? But I think for tomorrow, I'm pretty much, I know some people would probably prefer me doing XFL over WBC, but I mean, if you watch it with me and you're a baseball fan, trust me, the Venezuela Dominican game is going to be probably one of the best that we see because there's a lot of Major League Baseball greatness on both of those teams. And then Team USA, I'm going to probably do a game on Saturday and a game on Sunday. And I know they play Mexico, so I'll have to do NASCAR, take a couple hour break, and then come back for Team USA Mexico. And that'll be a great way to kind of cap off the night. As long as don't get too tired at that point. Candace in the building. How are you? 70-62 Lakers. Bottom of the second. God, I love having this baseball on like late. And then obviously, when we have games, a lot of the Mariner games I do, and being on the West Coast, a lot of the games I'm going to do are going to be at like 7 o'clock. So, like 7 to, 10:30, maybe they'll end a little bit earlier. So, but I feel that this is the most anticipated season for me, since last year with Julio. Like I just, you know what I mean? Like for us Mariner fans, we haven't really had a whole lot to cheer about. We've had some legendary players with, Griffey and Randy Johnson and Ichiro and Edgar Martinez and now Julio and a few others in between. But I mean, it just feels really good to be not only have a superstar with Julio now, but to actually be like relevant where not people are making fun of us anymore, just being like, oh, terrible team. Like people actually want to watch Seattle. People want to come to Seattle. People want to play with Julio. Like we actually have we're like almost like the Cincinnati Bengals of Major League Baseball. Like it's cool now to, rock with Burrow and Chase and, obviously bringing a team that was kind of crappy and making them relevant now, which is kind of what I feel that we are. So. And I honestly do think that the Mariners will have a shot if we keep growing with Julio and pitching and everything. We should be able to get some ALDSs under our belt and some ALCSs. And honestly, if we have Julio for 15 or 20 more years, hell, why can't we go to a World Series without him? I mean, without him, what are we talking? But if with him, why not? Because at some point he's going to be the best player in baseball. I feel like, he's going to be one of the top, 4 or 5 guys throughout his whole career. You got Trout, you got Ohtani, you got certain guys there at the very, very top, Aaron Judge. But I think Julio deserves to be right there, with those guys. And you're going to have the Trey Turners and the Mookies, but I just think Julio is more marketable. And as far as being a young player, that's going to be where a lot of young fans are going to be wanting to watch. And it's going to really help our game grow when you have a guy that, can be as impactful as like an Ohtani or a Trout or a Judge. I think Julio is going to be just as impactful as any other baseball player that's going to be playing moving forward. And that's good for our game, period. Bringing more eyes to the game. So, Holly in the building. How are you? 70-62 Lakers. Pretty good first half. Let me take a quick look at the stat line, and I'm going to check up on Paisley and step outside for a second, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. And we'll get back when we get back from halftime. So Siakam's got 10. Paletti's got 10. Barnes has got 12. Anunoby's got 15. And then for the Lakers, Anthony Davis only was 6, but he's got 7 boards, 3 assists. Vanderbilt with 14. D'Lo with 12. Hachimura with 12. And Schroeder with 13. And that's what it's about. It's like when you have these role players, people don't think they're going to do a whole lot, but give them, an opportunity to get out there, and you never know. Especially when you're getting these type of role players that are being this impactful. Nice start, especially with the Lakers getting at 70. That's not very common. So I'm going to step out here for just a second. Got to get my Mango Madness Snapple. Got to get this all situated. Give me just a couple minutes, and then we'll be right back at it. Let me actually get the game back on. I got the Panama, Italy World Baseball Classic on. So we'll be doing a little bit of baseball tomorrow. I'll still be following a little bit of the NBA and XFL. Then we'll do NASCAR, and then we'll be doing Team USA on Sunday night too versus Mexico. I feel that'll be fun. All right, so give me just a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. And then we definitely got to go over that number 1 pick trade with the Panthers. Facts.
Childproofing is hard. So we made one thing simple. Duracell lithium coin batteries. They're the only ones with a bitter coating to help discourage swallowing.
Connection. You know it when you see it, because it makes you feel, or think, or act. From the simple to the complex, down the block or across the globe, shot today or decades ago. Our imagery reflects the world as it is and lets us imagine how we want it to be. Make a connection. Move the world.
Hi everyone watching at home. We're here to remind you that if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have live agents available right now to answer your questions and tell you how much your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina Bellich, here with spokesman and TV personality Tom Musson with us in the Help Center. So Tom, phones are really busy over there. Tell us what kind of calls you're seeing.
Well, Gina, first off, thank you for having me here in the call center with you. We always enjoy talking to the viewers and getting folks the compensation that they deserve. We're seeing calls about all kinds of accidents, but the most common by far has been car accidents. So if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You'll speak with a live person who will answer any questions you have and tell you if you have a case and how much your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. All right, folks at home, you heard it. Take advantage of this opportunity and call now.
You're watching the American Express Halftime Report. With Amex, it's never a question of if, but when.
What a Friday slate we've had. Joel Embiid with yet another game winner. No other NBA center in the last 20 seasons has had 5 game-winning field goals in the final minute of the fourth in a single season. But this guy,
he is playing at an MVP level. The big fella getting it done. For Philly yet again. I'll say Hayward for sure.
Jimmy Butler.
Don't get the shot.
Also big in the clutch.
Yeah, don't point at him. Watch him point at him like that. Why does he point at him? Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, don't hit the big shot and then point at him. I didn't know he pointed at him. Specifically, sure.
The 4-point win for the Heat. This, though, from Nas Reed, down 3.
Oh, no, I was able to. Hey, big fella's going crazy tonight. I like it. Nas for 3. Look at this catch, shoot, release.
To tie things up at 114 apiece, we had to overtime. The next one. That was a cool moment for Nas Reed. There's Dorian Finney-Smith, and the Nets would win it by 1.
Bridges 34. Bridges has been playing excellent basketball.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, the second half is coming up next right here on the TV, and we'll be back for the game with highlights and analysis.
It's hard to run a business on your own. Make it easier on yourself. With Shopify, you can have everything you need to streamline your shipping, returns, and product storage so you can focus on growing your business. Because when we work together, the future is bright. It doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Join the millions of finding success on their own terms. Start your journey with a free trial today.
So what's the use? Wow. I'm falling in love.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's serves up bottomless drinks, bottomless chips and salsa, and a cheeseburger and fries for just $10.99. Hey, it's 3 for me, not 3 for us. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Childproofing is hard. So we made one thing simple. Duracell lithium coin batteries. They're the only ones with a bitter coating to help discourage swallowing.
A Corona and palm trees.
A Corona and calm seas.
And a bomb breeze.
And some long knees, strong like a tongue squeeze. You'll say, oh, geez, when I make your lawn freeze. Was that good?
No.
Oh.
It was incredible.
Oh.
Leave bad.
Oh.
But this is good.
They shouldn't have wrapped.
You've been endlessly searching for a new job, but it means you're missing out on everything else.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Create a free Indeed account and get back to the fun while employers search for you.
Raptors Bucks Suns, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on NBA TV.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retranslated, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
The Lakers are trying to extend this win streak, but look at these standings, Brendan. A win, have them a half game out of 8. They're making their way on up in the Western Conference.
These Lakers play some great basketball, especially the defensive end. Not like tonight, but just in general, they've been playing really good defense. So I think there's a very strong chance to deliver the Lakers.
All right, I'm back.
We haven't talked about Anthony Davis yet. What did you like about what?
Still halftime, so it looks like I didn't miss too much.
Well, the fact that he didn't force the action. He's been playing so great. You would think that he
I got to catch up on the messages. Let's take a quick look.
He understood that, hey, man, listen, D'Angelo Russell's playing well. You got Roy Hachimura playing well. Vanderbilt. So
Yeah, definitely excited about that. I mean, especially with the players that are on both teams. It's better than the USA matchup. But still, if Team USA is out there, I mean, I want to watch. I'm invested in a lot of those players. I'm going to be following a lot of those teams that have those star players on there. The only one that we're missing that would be great would have been Bryce Harper, but at least it gets a chance for the Astros, Kyle Tucker, to show that, you know, I'm pretty damn good myself. So, and we saw that last year. Matt in the building. What to do? Oh, all the rock chalk. What's up with Self though? With the heart attack. Did you hear about all that information? Anything new? I hope he's okay, because if he ends up being okay, then the Kansas can win it all. But if Self is not able to be healthy enough to, you know, take care of himself, let alone trying to lead, you know, young men, I mean, assistants can step up, but it'll be definitely more challenging. Hopefully he'll be okay. Started the third quarter. Looks like I got back just right in time. All right, Lakers 70, Raptors 62 as we come out of the break. Van Fleet. And I'll get some nice photos for y'all. I'll get caught up in the comments. Big thing that happened today, obviously Panthers trading up to get the number 1 pick from the Bears. Really exciting. I know, crappy for Sarah and the Colts, because obviously I felt that they were the team that needed to go up to 1, and Houston more than likely will not trade out of 2 because they know they want Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. So Barnes, Van Fleet, top of the key. Van Fleet, 2-man game. 3 is good. My gosh. 7 for 7. He's killing it. OG Anunoby. Another corner 3, no good. It's like everyone's trying to do like a 3-point contest today. He said, Vandy looking strong. Yes. I mean, first off, let's hope that he's okay as the man and the father and, and the family member with, everything that they have. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm rooting for him. Hopefully everything will be okay. I mean, because arguably he's the best coach in college hoops now. Like, who's better than him? I'm not sure how many people are on his level. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you have like Duke and North Carolina and, some of those other, prestigious schools have not been as good since people have moved on. Obviously with like Coach K, Duke will never be the same. North Carolina might be able to, get the right pieces there just because of the history with all the legends, including Michael Jordan from there. Right. So, but Kansas has never like really wavered. They've always been consistent. They've never really fallen off. We've always known they've been a college hoop school. And ever since like the Danny Manning era till now, they've been very, very consistent. And usually, there's championship teams sprinkled in, which is exciting. Siakam, yes, with the flush. I did see that. And I hope that he comes back, not only for your sake, but, you don't have to necessarily make him the highest paid, but sometimes you give people money that deserve it. Yeah, there's other people that are more worthy, but again, I don't think people can put a price on giving a little bit extra to like the kicker and the punter, especially when they both are like top 3, if you can get like top 3 guys, reward them. Because I mean, to honestly think, that it's only going to be just like Mahomes all the time bailing you out. Think about how many games, the punter or the kicker has put them in a great position to win. And obviously the kicker, Butker, is going to get a lot more love than Tommy. But I think Tommy has gotten a lot more pub this year. So if you weren't familiar with who he is or what he's about and a little bit of swagger and a little bit of strut, I think more and more people know who he is. But I just hope for your sake that he stays there. I don't know. I can't really imagine him playing anywhere else. So.
Gatorade Fit.
1986 for Mike, for Michelle. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. $19.86 for Michelle. Appreciate you. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Appreciate you, brother. $19.86. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yes, very much thanks. This shouldn't have been really that surprising, though, because he was not good this year. I watched like pretty much every Viking game. His game fell off pretty drastically. For being a guy, when you get a guy that's not drafted or drafted late, regardless if it's 6th, 7th rounder or you get an invite and you don't get drafted. Thielen has had a fantastic career making something out of nothing. But at this point, for people that have had him in fantasy, people that have watched his game, he's not really the same player. Like, depending on another team, maybe he could get his skills as they were a couple years ago, but it kind of feels like this is like the beginning of the decline. I don't think that's too harsh to say. You know what I mean? So, and plus, if you can pair Justin Jefferson up with someone that's younger and another, fresher set of legs, and then you save money at the same time, sometimes you got to cut guys. So for me, I already knew all along, even at the beginning of the year, I knew that this was Adam Thielen's last year because he just wasn't really good anymore. I know Kirk Cousins gets, a lot of hate, and Jay Jetta obviously is Jay Jetta. I mean, this could be the modern day Jerry Rice with him and Jamar Chase. It's going to be fun to watch, but yeah. But Thielen could still end up on a team and be, semi-productive, but he's just not going to be that guy that's going to give you 8 to 10 touchdowns a season anymore, I don't feel. Maybe a guy that gives you about half that, 4 to 6 touchdowns type of guy, but not a touchdown every game. Ooh, big foul. Blocked. Scotty Barnes is like, did I actually foul him, though? Yeah. But also, I think the main reason that they wanted to let him go is the money. If the money wasn't as much, I think that they would have kept him around. But at some point, regardless if it's like your favorite guy, it's like Levante David. It's my guy. It's one of my favorite players. And he's going to probably leave, and it's going to break my heart. Like, I don't like seeing a lot of my guys go, and I'd rather buy jerseys of guys on defense, or like an O-line, and guys that we draft. I still don't, to this day, don't even own a Tom Brady jersey. It's not like I was like, ooh, Tom Brady, Gronk, AB. I mean, I didn't buy any of those. I'd rather have the Levante Davids, the Devin Whites, the Tristan Wirfs, the Antoine Winfield Juniors. That's more my style. But with Levante, he's been here for a long time, still very underrated, and I really hope that he'll take a pay cut and come back. He deserves more and more recognition, but maybe that's selfish for me to say that I want him to take less money and come back, but it just would be weird not having him on my team anymore. Especially when you have a guy that's been there for 8, 9, 10 years. It's just like you really start to, that's a part of your family, on the team there. 75, 72. So that's like the biggest concern that I have in the offseason. I know that it's almost inevitable, but I mean, I'd really love for Levante to retire a Buccaneer. We don't have too many guys that, I didn't get Lynch to do it. I didn't get fucking Sapp to do it. But obviously with Rondé and Brooks, and that's why in like Allstott, certain guys are a little bit higher in my pecking order, especially when I can get people that retire. And I totally get it. Sapp money, Lynch money, still had some game left. But it would have meant so much more to my soul and my fandom if Sapp and Lynch would have been like, fuck that, we're staying. And we're going to take less money or we're going to work it out, But it's all good. I still got it with Rondé. I still got it with Brooks, which is my favorite anyways, Derek Brooks of all time. And then obviously Mike Allstott. It's a nice trio. Still have a lot of love for Lynch and Sapp, though. And Simeon Rice. 75-72, Raptors. Van Fleet, down low. Siakam. Coming to Portland, Siakam. Using the glass a little too hard there. No good. Lakers down by 3. Had some really good momentum shifting plays. The Lakers had 39 in the second quarter. That's a big reason why they got so close. Rejected. Fast break, Siakam. Pass it up. There you go. Ooh, baby. OG Onanubi. This guy's killing it. Did you watch every single Viking game, though, bro? I mean, the injuries and the age. And the big thing was the money, but I watch him very closely. Trust me, because like that's the type of guy that I would like draft in fantasy, and I either keep or I drop, based on the potential. So, he still can be, a player, but I just don't think you're going to get that Adam Thielen 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 touchdown type of production anymore. I hope he does, but realistically, I think the drop off is, 4 to 7 touchdowns is probably more realistic than 8 to 12. Unless he goes to a team that throws him the ball every fucking 3 plays, then that's another story. If he's getting like 12 targets a game, then maybe that's another story. But, I mean, we'll see. He will, but it's not going to be the same if I see him on another fucking team or another jersey, you know? Like seeing him on like the Saints, the Panthers, or Falcons would be the fucking weirdest thing ever, you know, but whatever, you know. But if I could get Levante to go to like the Niners, that would be kind of cool for me. You know what I mean? If he ended up like in a place like that where he actually would have a chance to, you know, maybe have success, like, you know, depending on how many more years he's got that he wants to play. So $10 holla. Thank you so much. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let me know what you want to see. And I got you. Appreciate you. Scotty Barnes at the line, 79-72, 16 points, 6 assists, 7 for 10 from the field. Tommy, come back to Kansas City. And Kansas City, give him money. Give him the money. He earned it. He deserves it. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I saw the Ben Jones thing. Yes. Well, I want him to stay because, like I said, it'll make you happy. If it makes you happy, it makes me happy. And, you know, you're still going to root for him for any team he goes to. That's a no-brainer. You're going to follow him. You're going to do that. But it'd just be really cool to have him there for a little bit longer. If it's not going to be for the whole career, a little bit longer. One more, you know, little run, you know, while Mahomes and Kelsey are still out there so he can be a part of that run. So. Reeves. Nice floater. Yes, all the Tommies. I just like it when you get to see a person's personality come out a little bit more. And it's like, I feel Tommy makes punters like cool, like Pat McAfee. You know, it's like when you get certain people that they just seem like really chill and they probably are going to have a future outside of football, you know, regardless of whatever venture that they go into. But it's just cool to be able to get certain kickers and punters that make it cool to be a kicker or a punter or like an offensive lineman. You know, it's like you get these positions that don't get a whole lot of love, but, you know, it shows you. The person that's running sports media right now is a fucking punter, you know, because he's real, he's authentic. And it doesn't mean that you have to be a quarterback that maybe someone has more knowledge than Pat. It don't matter. It's just about being genuine and real and entertaining. And you can be a punter, but he's much more than that. He's an athlete. So I just love the fact that, you know, it's not this, you know, fucking some quarterback or running back or wide receiver. You know, it's just so ironic that it ended up being a punter that, you know, really is holding down sports talk because it's so terrible now. I mean, it's almost unwatchable. A bunch of fake takes, and I did see JJ Redick rip into Perk, and Perk is absolutely terrible. I mean, they're always trying to bring up things, you know, that don't even really aren't even relevant. They're trying to make it something that it's not. And I mean, some of that stuff is just so terrible. I don't even know how people do it. But at least the NBA's got, you know, Barkley and Shaq and Ernie, and then they can have their other guests. And, you know, sometimes they'll have like, you know, special guests like Jamal Crawford. But that show is really fun, real, entertaining. You know, that's the best thing that the NBA's got going for it. But for, you know, the Stephen A. and all the other people that cover, absolutely terrible. Except, I mean, if you like Shams, you know, and if you like some of the guys that do like Woj, you know, that do like the updates and stuff. But overall, as far as like shows, it's very hard to watch. I mean, if you think football sports talk is terrible, I mean, the NBA is like a billion times worse. Baseball stuff is kind of cool, but I'm not really big into Mad Dog. I don't know if some of you guys watch MLB, but like, I don't know. Some of the MLB programs, not really necessarily for me. It's like I'd rather just watch the games with y'all and stuff, but it's like I don't really feel that they have a program specifically for just MLB that I'm going to go out of my way and watch every day. But maybe that'll change this year. Free throw is good. Yeah, I just can't imagine playing anywhere else. So.
Back on December the 7th, he scored 23 on an 8 for 19.
You know, you guys are already winning the division, man. I think it's a good thing. Some people could say overpaid, but do you really want Jameis? I mean, even if he restructures, you know, Carr gives you a better chance to win. You just got to figure out AK-41 and Michael Thomas. Don't rely on them. Keep drafting wide receivers. Add someone with Olave. Offensive line is nice, right? Get another running back, some more wide receivers, and defense is still good. Cameron Jordan, Lattimore, you know, you can build on the D. But I would say just even with the Carr move alone, you guys should be the divisional winner probably for the next couple of years until Tampa gets a quarterback, and then we'll see how the Panthers and the Falcons rebuild as well. But I think, you know, with that single move alone, chances are you guys will probably win a minimum of 9 games next year. Easily 9 to 11 is doable next year with Carr. That's my thing. You know, I'm a Buccaneer fan, but I can't be a hater. You know, I know some people want me to be. You know, I can do a bunch of fake videos. But I do like the move. They need stability, you know. And like I said, if Carr wanted to be able to rebuild the franchise, he would have went to the Jets. You know, there's a lot of young talent there. You know, Sauce, right? You know, he could get the Jets to 10, 11 wins probably. You know, if Sauce stayed healthy. You know, Garrett Wilson ended up being amazing again, which he will be. Breece Hall didn't get hurt, but the problem is with the Jets is the O-line and the defense and the coaching. You know, I feel that I'm not sure if it's the right combination of those just yet, right? If Rodgers goes there, we'll see what happens if that even ends up happening or not, but they're not too far away. We saw the Lions and the Jags take big leaps. You know, that's the next one. 87-75 Toronto. And I'll get you some more photos as well. Reeves, floater, no good. Yeah, Lakers down by 12. Momentum is, you have to be very, very quick.
Side to side, you're playing right into what they want to have done. That's keep the ball away from you today. Austin free throw time. Austin's averaging close to 28 minutes a game this season. He's an 86.5% free throw shooter.
I mean, if I'm a Saint fan, I'm super excited because Brady's gone. I mean, Panthers, if they get the first pick, you're not scared of them either. Falcons got a long ways to go as well. So it's like your biggest threat is my team, Tampa, but there's just so much like question marks and we have so many holes to fill. Like we're not there yet. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, if you're Saints, you're like, you might be able to go 6-0 or 5-1 in the division the next couple years. But once we get our quarterback, if it's not Trask, if we get our Drake May or Caleb Williams, then you watch out. That's when Tampa is going to compete with the Saints for the top spot in the NFC South, and then we could probably do some damage. But I have to wait to see if that's going to be the case, and I really hope so, because I would love in my lifetime to have at least one franchise QB that stays on my team for like 10 years straight. That's kind of like a dream of mine. Like Tampa's never had it. We've had like Vinny Testaverde, you know, you're going through the, you know, Jeff Garcia, you know, Chris Sims, Brad Johnson, you know, you're just going these Tom Brady for a couple years, but it's never like drafting a guy and this is our guy. At one point I thought Josh Freeman might be that guy, you know, but that was short-lived. Siakam with the air ball. But I just would really love to have, you know, even if it's only once in my life, like one guy that I'm like, yes, you know, like this is someone maybe I actually would buy the jersey of, you know, like Drake May gets selected like number 2 overall and the Bucks get him. I don't know what I would do. I would just lose my mind, you know, just the possibilities of being good again would make me feel really good. So if that means sucking this year and winning like only 4 or 5 games with Kyle Trask, I'm okay with that. Nice pass. Rejected. All right, Lakers, you're down by 10. And I'll get you guys some more photos here once we get to the commercial break. We'll get some more Tommy Townsend, maybe some penguins, maybe some corgis, whatever Holly wants. And I'll get you guys some other stuff too, Mike. Good ball movement here. 5 on the shot clock. Fade away. Nice shot. Hachimura. This is one of the best games Rui has had for the Lakers. There's a good chance that he might not be there. They might move on and get someone else. Because I would assume that they want Kadarius Toney, if he could stay healthy, to move up to being the 1 or 2 guy. But it all depends if he can stay healthy and whatnot. So there's gonna be some movement and some shifting of players and whatnot. Yeah, and I think that could be a possibility. That might be a casualty, unfortunately. It's a great combo, isn't it? Tommy Penguins and Corgis. I mean, what's better than that? That's pretty good to me, right? Pretty good.
It's time your business time. Real estate is booming. I should be booming. Business is tough. So, free yourself from this by going freelance. Get your thing started. Legals. Now you're in business. Hello, welcome to T-Town.
87-79 Toronto. Great to have you guys here in the room hanging out on a Friday. Still got some shows and other things I need to watch. Grays, Station 19. I did get some. I did get my show in for the food with Gordon Ramsay, which has been a fun, entertaining season. I mean, MasterChef Junior obviously is cool with the kids, but this one they have right now is like the levels. So they have like the top level, the middle level, and the bottom level. And they got some, and it's cool to be able to kind of buy into the stories of each person. You get different age, different race, different part of the country or the globe that they're raised in, and obviously a lot on the line, internship money, connections with Gordon Ramsay and whatnot. And it's just really cool to see people work on the fly. And it doesn't matter if you're like a social media chef or or you're just doing it at home, or you actually are working in certain businesses. Sometimes you get these people that they might not have as much experience as the people that have been in those kitchens. They might be like a home chef, but then you start to see like how damn good they really are, and under pressure too. Like in the show, they got this one guy, this brother named Stretch. Awesome. He's going to be having a kid, super young, guy's like 21, 22, super likable, always brings the fire and the energy, always is positive, rooting for him. And then they have this other really skinny blonde who's probably like 20, 21, and she wears like little French braids, very quiet, right? Doesn't really know how to, there's a lot of these exotic items that they've had her cook. She says, I've never cooked with it before, but she's so talented that she just knows when to be seared, not to burn it, make sure everything's cooked through. And then she just has to use the right kind of ingredients for flavor and just hope that it turns out good. And every, like challenge that she's done, Gordon Ramsay was like, oh my God, this is awesome. It's just cool to be able to see that development. Van Fleet with the rebound. Easy layup missed by the Lakers. But if you are looking for a food show to watch, obviously they don't do a lot of like diners, drive-ins, and dives and man versus food that are new anymore. But Gordon Ramsay stuff is always A+. Always a good watch. I mean, I usually watch 3 or 4 of his programs throughout the year. 87-79 Toronto. Floater by Schroeder, no good. Siakam. Yes. I totally agree. Remember, we thought about like this, the consistency was a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? Like there would be games where he was electric, and then other games where I feel like, where was he? Like I just, for as much as money that he was getting paid and the big name that he was, I just felt that there was, I don't think he was a guy that necessarily took plays off, but maybe it's just our expectations of him being closer to Chris Jones, and in reality, he'll never be Chris Jones. Maybe that's what it is too. But he's just, for the amount of money and what he did in Seattle for him to get there. I mean, obviously, you guys wouldn't have been able to win the first Super Bowl, without him. That he was an instrumental part, and he's been an instrumental part of the team. But sometimes you have to look at the sacks and the tackles and the money, and you're like, okay, is this going to be, should we try to move on for something cheaper? And sometimes that's what happens. 90-81 Raptors. We got a minute left for the Lakers to cut into this lead. They're only down by 9. but they have to take some smart shots here. Rui ball hugging it a little bit, but he's on fire. He said, no problem, bro. 7-point game, less than 50 seconds. Rui, 7 for 9, 16 points. This has actually been one of the most efficient games of Rui I've seen since I've done so many of these Laker games. I can't even tell you how many Laker games. It feels like I've done like 6, 7, 8 of them already. 3 in the corner is no good. Here we go, Lakers. You're down by 7. You can make it 4. Make sure you take a good shot here. They already know that you want to shoot the 3. Turned over, stolen. Come on now. Siakam. Boyete, be better. Me too.
19 Laker turnovers. And we were talking about before we get how few Toronto gets. They only average a little over
10 for 19 in Toronto this quarter. Lakers only 4 for 16. But you're down by 7. You know what I mean? For as terrible as the quarter has been, the Lakers have 13 points this quarter. They have to get at least a 16 here. And then they'll only be down by 4. Reeves. Oh, almost an and one. He said, my neck and my back. Austin Reeves to the line. Space Kitty, $10 holla. Thank you so much. Free throw is good. The Space Kitty. Space Kitty, $10 holla. Thank you. Appreciate you. A bang, 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 da boom, boom. Bang, bang. Thank you. 3 at the buzzer, no good. End of the third quarter. Raptors 90, Lakers 85. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me put this up real quick. Into the fourth quarter, 90-85, Toronto. Thank you so much.
Or giving back to the places that inspire you. No matter your purpose, at PNC Private Bank, we will.
All right, let's see here. What should we do? What do you want to see? Anybody that you've read up on that you want in the draft, Holly? Anybody that you've seen that you think would be a good fit? Not everyone is doing mock drafts, but I think a lot of people are paying a little bit more attention. And then now you're starting to see movement, with trades and whatnot. So Panthers gave up quite a bit, but again, if they feel that that's the one that they want to move forward with, then like I said, it's that anyone that's got a first pick or second pick, they're going to be able to get so much for it. I mean, you don't want to settle for only a little bit. You want to make sure that you're maximizing your opportunity at that spot to collect picks. So.
Uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Lasercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Lasercise Pro's patented walking simulator performance propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helpful with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now.
Close game, 90-85 Raptors. We're getting a little bit of everything in here. Oh, yeah. Action shot. Penguins going after that. NBA Extra. Yeah, I think there is a good chance that Seattle trades out of that pick because I think there's a lot of people that they know that they can pick there. But again, if they slide down like 4 spots and can get an extra pick, and then that player can turn into a good player, it kind of makes sense. You know, it's like how much better of a player are you going to get from 5 to 9 or 8? Like sometimes sliding down 3 spots, you still get the same guy that you wanted, and you get another player that maybe you had no business of even getting, but someone's willing to give you an extra pick. And then instead of making it a 1, it's a 2-for-1. So yeah, I definitely think that, you know, they could stay at that spot. And they'll also probably get some interest from other teams wanting to trade up. So they could always listen to offers. But, you know, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, Seattle has a tradition of normally being a good team and trading out of the first round when they have picked 25 to 30. Usually that is a regular thing. They did that for many, many years. But, you know, in the last couple of years, they've kind of changed their philosophy a little bit. So maybe they would keep the pick. But I know that they want to be able to accumulate talent, and there's plenty of pieces that need to be filled. Reeves off the glass and good. Oh, my. Reeves. 90-87. Lakers only down by 3. Yeah. Sounds like he wants a lot of money, though, right? Peter, I need to do a little bit more, you know, on some of the people, but I've, you know, a little bit, not enough to be able to make a full opinion. Nice. Yeah, I would assume O-line and D-line should be the Chiefs. You know, they're going to be looking there. Reeves with the jumper and good. Oh, my. He's hot, hot, hot. 92-90. Toronto. Laker crowd is into it now. Floater, no good. They're like, we have to put the alcohol down and cheer for once. Nice pass. Oh, that would have been big. Fast break. Knocked out by Reeves. This guy is just a lightning bolt of energy, baby. Right there. That's Reeves. All right, Austin. Schroeder. Reeves. 2-man game. Screen at the top of the key. Reeves, pump fake, jumper. No good. You can just feel like the building about to explode here. Oh, Schroeder for 3. Oh, my. 93-92. Lakers take the lead. Jameson, thrilled, jumping up and down, pumping fist in air with joy. 16 points for Schroeder. Corner 3, no good. That was a foul over the back. No call. Where's the no call there? That was a huge foul. Scotty Barnes with the putback. Should have been an and one. Raptors up by 1, 94-93, 9 minutes to go. I need to click over on WBC action here in a second. Floater, no good. And D'Lo draws the foul. Yeah, you know, I do them kind of here and there, but when I'm doing so many other things, and you know, I try to be able to read as much as possible. But laundry in the dryer sounds like me today. 94-93. First free throw is good by D'Lo. Good game. Second free throw is good. And it shows you too. I mean, like I said, everyone's going to have their favorites. Sometimes, certain sports are not for everyone, but even without like LeBron playing, of course, that's going to be a better draw when he's out there, whether you love him or you hate him. You're rooting for him to win or rooting for him to fuck up. There's still enough good players to make it exciting. Scotty Barnes, 22 points. Schroeder, jumper, falls down, and it's good. Dennis Schroeder. Lakers up by 1, 97-96. Who's going to play the best defense here in these last 8 minutes? That's who's going to win the game. Scotty Barnes, shake and bake past Schroeder. Stolen. Fast break. D'Lo for 3. Oh, my. D'Lo putting up threes like Pilo. Oh, my. 196 Lakers. Wow. Well, normally you don't hear the Laker crowd that often. I mean, when Kobe and Shaq were playing, I mean, you would hear it all the time. But obviously, no LeBron. Some of the fans are going to be into it, but some, are it's there as an experience. Others are actually, there for the game. I don't know. I like it when the crowds get into it. It's like fucking hey. I know a lot of y'all are rich out there, but
sometimes we find what we're looking for. Sometimes the road isn't easy to free. Sometimes 1 and 1 makes 3. So much to love along this ride. That's why nationwide it's on your side.
D'Lo.
Oh, never seen anything different about me? Keep that bigger? No.
Yeah, James said he did, man.
Just go tell 37% more effectively when I'm wearing these basketball shoes. 37. I guess means clean linens.
I mean, shit, I wish the Blazers would have been able to beat Embiid, but as soon as Embiid shot that last shot, I was like, oh, we're done. I already knew we were going to lose. All right, let's go through these photos one here, and I'll get these off, and we'll get some new ones up. Kyle Busch, baby. How many races will Kyle Busch win? For Mike's sake, 5 to 10. Oh, I need to go to WBC. I'm missing it. All right, let's take a quick peek. The game is coming back. We're at the best part, so can't go too long. All right, what is China, Australia? Let's take a peek. What are you? Ooh, Australia 10, China 2. There you're getting rocked. I kind of felt that was going to happen, though. I think China's 0 for 2 in the tourney. And then Panama 1, Italy 0. Ooh, that one's close. That one, is that Vlad Jr.? All right, back to the game. Floater is good. Scotty Barnes, he is good. Onunubi and Scotty Barnes are underrated. We always talk about, Van Fleet and Siakam, but they actually have some decent players there. I mean, obviously, if they had Kawhi still there, then it would be really money. 102-98 Lakers. Van Fleet. Bench points tonight. Lakers 54, Toronto 12. Wow. 3, no good. Schroeder with the rebound. Fast break. They have numbers. Reeves. Ooh. Oh, baby. No one picked up Reeves. He's like, dunk you very much. I will take care of that. 18 points for Reeves. I love this kid. Come to Portland. 104.98. I'll take Vanderbilt. I'll take Vanderbilt off you. I'll take Reeves off you. There's quite a few I would take, actually. D'Lo. Oh, baby. Oh, my. D'Lo playing like P-Lo. 107.98. 22-8 run. Are the Lakers going to win? Wow, Jameson. No LeBron, no problem. My goodness. Fantastic. See if I can get a good action shot. AD, yeah. Well, it's cool to see the other players step. We always can play the game, where Anthony Davis is the focus. He's the main guy, right? But to be able to see you guys win, games when it's not him, that's what's going to be able to hopefully get you guys to the 8th position, and then you might be able to surprise, some teams in the playoffs. Obviously 7 would probably be the best for you guys, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. But you never know. Let's look at the box score. I'm curious now. All right, so let's start off with Siakam. 12 points for Siakam, rough night, 5 for 13. Anunoby, 29. Scotty Barnes, 24. Plete, 13. Van Fleet, 8. So definitely Siakam and Van Fleet has not been too kind to them today, and that's why you're down, right? Bench, you only got 12 points. Barnachua, Boucher, Bobby Boucher, Chris Boucher, 2. Only 3 guys, 5, 5, and 2. But the starting lineup, 12, 29, 24, 13, 8. And then we go to the Lakers. Anthony Davis, 6 points, but he's only taken 5 shots. 6 points, 4 blocks, 3 assists, 8 rebounds. Very, very, nothing special there. But again, it doesn't matter if Anthony Davis has a night like that of 6 points when Vanderbilt's got 16 points, right? And 4 rebounds. And then you got D'Lo, right? D'Lo, 20 points. 9 assists, 4 rebounds. What? Right? And then Hachimura, normally, taking way too many shots, being an idiot sometimes. Very efficient night. The best night I've seen him so far. 7 for 9, 16 points. Solid game. 3 boards too, right? And that's off your bench. Schroeder off the bench also. 18 points. 5 dimes, 3 steals. And then Reeves with 18 off the bench. 18, 18, 16, and 4 off the bench. What? And we're not even talking about Lonnie Walker. Man, that's a good sign. And that's what shows you, when you can have some depth, where you get these other guys, the Hachimuras, the Schroeders, the Reeves, the Vanderbilts. That's when you can take your team. When you had the Beverly and the Westbrook and it was trash, you bring in some maybe lower name guys that play hard, and this is what you get. Great results in return. Exciting basketball back in LA. No more 40-point losses. And that's some of those losses were with LeBron and AD. That's what was making it just fucking terrible to watch. Nice layup there. Poete. I see you. Poeti. Jacob. Poete. 107-100. Lakers. Schroeder, top of the key. 2-man game. Schroeder, no good. These Laker uniforms are pretty swaggy, though. They got the purple with the yellow and black. It's a good. If it was no black on there, it wouldn't look as good. But since it's got the black mixed in with the purple and gold, it looks clean. Look good, feel good, play good. All right, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll be grinding it out, covering many things, baseball, XFL, and we'll be doing NASCAR on Sunday, and I hope you're there. And we'll be able to hang out together and do Phoenix. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Appreciate you. Mike is a legend. Appreciate you. D'Lo out to Reeves. Anthony Davis Reeves. Schroeder. Okay. Wow. Schroeder. 110, 100. 21 points for Dennis. 3 for 5 from deep. Scotty Barnes. Layup is good. Scotty is nice. He's athletic. 110, 102. Lakers. 4:45 left. We're in the final 5 minutes, and the Lakers are up by 8. Yeah, if they didn't have that big, almost 40-point quarter in the second quarter, this one's over. Jumper is good. D'Lo, my goodness. Where is this coming from? Scotty Barnes. Fouled. First free throw for Scotty. No good. I'm going to take them. I'm getting them. But that's the type of basketball I like. You know, if I'm going to get back into it, I like value out of role players and bench guys. I see a lot more value in those guys than I think a lot of people do. But it does show you, if you are a fan and you watch, you know, the teams are so different when they have that depth. And when you get guys that play well with each other, it's not all about name recognition. You know, the Hardens and the Kyries and the Durants. Sometimes having the Reeves and the Vanderbilts with the 80s and LeBrons is the right move, and it shows. Schroeder, high arcing three, no good. Van Fleet, stolen by Schroeder. Anthony Davis. Now they just need to slow the game down. You guys are already up by 9 points. Don't let the Raptors get back in here. That's what a good team will do. You got to know when to slow the game down, especially when you're the team that's ahead at home. Van Fleet, Scotty Barnes for 3 is good. You let him back in the game, Lakers. 112, 106. Could have pulled away.
On that end of the floor. They haven't been able to compete with the all-around play of the Laker bench. I mean, the Laker bench has really got it done. Austin Reeves, 18 points coming in. Coach D'Angelo is a starter. Dennis Smith wasn't a starter. And what has Dennis done? He's got 21 off the bench. And that's what. He's doing a good job.
It's been an entertaining game. All right, Megan, no worries. Talk soon. 112, 106. Lakers. Look at this. Points off bench. Schroeder, 21. Reeves, 18. Hachimura, 16. We don't even have to talk about Gabriel with 4. That's impressive. He's like, come on. Well, fucking A, Van Fleet, you played a little bit better, then the game would be closer. You're down by 6. I need you to put up like 15 to 20. You're at 8. And then Siakam, I need 25 or 30. You're at 12. I mean, come on, dude. I need more than 20 combined. I need 20 minimum from Van Fleet. So there you go. That's the difference in the game. And also Anthony Davis is having a lower game. But again, that's a really good sign for Laker fans. You can get points in many, many places, and it doesn't have to be a 30-point, 20-rebound game, because Anthony Davis will get burnt out if you play like that with him. So, I need to go to the World Baseball Classic. Switch. Let me switch it up. Got to get some baseball in. All right, we got Panama 1, Italy 0, bottom of the 5th, 3-0 count. I love all the little jersey combinations and excited for the baseball season. It'll be the last thing that really, that I've been waiting on. A lot of anticipation when the season starts. Expect a big jump out of Bobby Witt Jr. this year. I know the Royals are not the best, and they're kind of rebuilding. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. But there are a few players that should have an amazing, second year, third year if you're just coming in, and some of the teams that haven't been that good in a while, you get these star players. But I'm excited to watch Bobby Witt Jr. And there's a lot of good talent, young talent. Lakers sitting in ninth. They're in perfect position. Not really much separating them and the 7 seed. That's much better than being sitting like 13th as they were. Oh, D'Lo, Pilo for 3. My goodness. D'Lo. Who is this guy? This is what we're doing? D'Angelo Russell, 22 points off the bench, 115, 106. He's trying to put the nail in the coffin for Jameson. Jameson's like, yes, Orion, keep doing these Laker games. I think the Lakers have won every game that I've done, or like almost every game I've done. Jameson's like, yeah, good luck, charm. Keep doing this shit. 115, 106, LA. Foul called. Oh, he's feeling himself. He's got that good range. If you got 25 points and you're 4 for 7 from deep, you got 9 assists. You're feeling really good. D'Lo again. He's feeling himself for 3. 118, 106. Wow. 25 points for D'Angelo Russell. Oh, my. Yeah, I got a lot of photos of the different versions of the jersey. Scotty Barnes. I like, he's so physical. Scotty Barnes got a body kind of like a Scottie Pippen. He's, not as good as Scottie Pippen, but lanky, tall, athletic, kind of a bully when he goes down low. Nowhere near being Scottie Pippen, but I definitely like Scotty Barnes' potential. He's got a lot of length. Swing it. Oh, they should have went to D'Angelo Russell. 118, 108. They're up by 10. Van Fleet for 3, no good. Out of bounds. Scotty Barnes at the top of the key. Nice pass. Nice. Boletti with the flota. 15 for him. 32 for Scotty Barnes. 29 for Anunoby. That's crazy. Reeves? What? Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll watch that. Heck yeah. I'm almost done here in a little bit. Okay. We can watch that. Heck yeah. Okay, cool. 120, 110. You have to get back on that Criminal Minds. Stolen. Hi, Paisley. Licky, licky, licky. Licky, licky, licky. Hi, Daddy loves you. Daddy misses you. Licky, licky, licky. 61 bench points for the Lakers, 12 for the Raptors. 120, 110. Less than a minute to go. What a comeback for the Lakers. Great second quarter and great fourth quarter for them. Anthony Davis, nail in the coffin, baby. 122, 110. Lakers, electric. AD. Okay. Nice job. Paisley Pup. Paisley Pup. We went on a long walk today, too. We have this like bridge and like little river area not too far. Walked in some fields, got a little muddy. You know what I mean? And went exploring, sniffed a lot of things. She likes to sniff, different like flower bed stuff, grass, and it's just nice to be able to watch her explore, and she needs it. Plus, it's good too. It's relaxing for me to be able to get out there. Usually 30 minutes to a little over an hour is perfect. But usually I like to try to do the longer. As close to an hour as possible or over is perfect. D-Lo playing great. Seriously. And like I said, this is the type of thing that I like to see from like the Kings and some of these other teams, Boston, Milwaukee, Sixers, Phoenix. It's just really nice to be able to see role players get a chance to show out, and then they really do. When they're putting up numbers of like 16 points for Vanderbilt, 16 for Hachimura, 28 for D'Lo, Schroeder with 23, Reeves with 18. That's awesome, dude. I mean, that's everything that every other team wants. If I could get production like that from the Blazers, oh my God, I would be so ecstatic, dude. But we're not we're not there. All right, D'Lo up by 12. They're just gonna kind of run the clock out here. And then we'll probably go here for a little bit longer. And then we got World Baseball Classic. We got Team Venezuela versus Dominican Republic for my Julio J-Rod. And then Team USA plays after, so I'll stream at like 4 p.m., 6 p.m., and we'll do both of those games. Sunday will be NASCAR Phoenix, and then after that will be Team USA versus Mexico at like 6 or 7 p.m. to kind of cap off the weekend. And there'll still be some, XFL and NBA that we follow. I think the Warriors play Milwaukee tomorrow. So I guess I could do that. We might do a vote, but I just think it would be kind of cool to do a little baseball mixed in. So final score, Lakers 122, Raptors 112. What a game. What a game. Paisley's in here now. How are you, Paisley? We got 19 to go, and we'll go here for another 24 minutes or so to hit the 3-hour mark. We'll see where we're at. And then if we decide to go for another 30 minutes after that, I'm cool with that. And then we have a long weekend of probably doing 5 to 8 hours each day. So, I want to make sure we get enough time in, and then we'll, go from there. So what a game. All right, let me get the score adjusted, and we'll be good here.
Is that one game out of 6 plays?
One game out of 6 plays. Lakers. Yeah, if Lakers end up 5 or 6, could happen. I mean, like I said, especially when LeBron comes back. But if you keep getting role players playing like this, absolutely, they're making the playoffs. You kidding me? Final score, 122-112, Lakers. Jameson's like, yes. Keep doing these games, O-Dog. You're welcome. They put the game in the refrigerator. Jameson's living his best life. All right, let's get some. Let me get some of the photos deleted, but we'll go through them here. Got some really good ones too. Siakam let me down tonight. Didn't really put up more. Bad shooting night for him. 5 for 13, only 12 points. You're not going to see that too often. Normally, it's about 25. All right, and I got to go to the World Baseball Classic here. I mean, I don't want to waste time listening to these guys talk. Ooh, they got Saints Falcons on from last year on NFL Network. And we got Astros Mets, and then MLB's got Reds. Ooh, Mariners. Ooh, maybe I need to go click on that in 10 minutes. And then we got China, Australia, but the one I want to watch is Panama, Italy. So we're going to watch Panama, Italy, which is on right now. 1-0 top of the 6th. And then we'll hang out here, and you guys let me know what you guys want to do for photos, and we'll go from here. But just want to make sure we get some of these in with all the prep that I did. A little bit of a slower day for Anthony Davis. He got the nail in the coffin, though. 10-point win, and Anthony only had to do 8 points, 9 rebounds. Only took 7 shots. Didn't need to force anything. Tonight, the story of tonight, D'Lo, 28 points. Nice job. Schroeder, 23. Rui Hachimura, 16. Vanderbilt, 16. Reeves, 18. Nice job. A nice job. Scotty Barnes was doing his thing, though. 32, and Anunoby had 31. Respect. Respect. All right, let's get some of these photos down.
Italy in the World Baseball Classic has fared very well against teams that are not Venezuela, coming in 5-5 against everybody else, 0-5 against Venezuela.
Well, Venezuela's good. What do you think? Just like Dominican Republic and USA.
Major League debut later on that year, 2017. They say it does help when you're in camp with a team and all of a sudden you roll through a team like Venezuela.
Oh, nice catch. Yeah, food, more penguins, whatever we want. I don't mind where we go. That's whatever you guys want. You guys decide. Let me know. What are we thinking? Breakfast food? Oh, he hit him. Shit, hopefully he's okay. That kid in the crowd. Oh, he's like, oh, my guy's hurt. Hopefully he's okay.
All right, who's still down in that left-handed batter's box? Hopefully that's just something that stings for the moment and nothing else.
Paisley.
Second baseman. Painful way to get on.
Paisley, no.
Same game. And team doctor Saul Sosedo. Who's walking off first base side with Julio Ortiz. First base today. So 2 gone and a base runner for Panama, the second of the inning. This inning has actually gone pretty much the exact same way.
Stack of pancakes actually sounds delicious.
Double play, hit by pitch in both innings. Double play last inning was on the ground. This inning in the air. An opportunity for Christian Bethencourt.
Bethencourt in the box. It's on FS1. Look at the thickness on those pancakes, though. That looks delicious. A+.
Really trying to try that two-seamer in on the hands. Gets 2 strikes. You see it slide it down the way. Two, I think we're right on it. We've seen plenty of this too from Christian Bethencourt. Big swings. Same pitches up in the strike zone. Eyes light up. Just nothing doing. Another big pitch upcoming from Gavilio. 0-2.
Oh, Bethencourt going deep. Oh, what a catch. Wow. What a catch by Italy. That was a Willie Mays catch there. That was incredible. Got the OJ there. We got coffee. We got some blueberries, raspberries, a little syrup. That's the jump off right there. Fletcher with the incredible catch over the shoulder. That was pretty. Oh, these are good. Jameson Meza, $3 holla. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want to see. Anything food-wise you want to see? You let me know. Bang, bang. $3 holla. We're getting close to the goal. We're inching there. We're getting close. Jameson's happy now. I mean, like I said, you can always be upset with, Titans and, hope for the best. But I think right now, we'll see where it goes. But I mean, the Braves are about to start. Lakers are in a really good position. They might actually make the playoffs and upset a team. Who knows how far the Lakers could go if those role players play like that. And you could argue the Lakers role players are playing the best out of any role players since the trade cutoff point, the deadline. It's very clear. I'm jealous a little bit. Oh, Paisley. Jameson. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it takes some technique, but like to do this thickness though, you know what I mean? Like, gosh. Like, I don't even know if I'd be able to go through a stack of 4 like that. I mean, probably. I don't mind. You can have it like, stacks on stacks like this. And then you get the chocolate or maybe like the strawberries. That looks good. This one's cool because it's got like the whole thing. I need fruit. I like to have the options there. Thinking coffee might be good for tomorrow. Tomorrow might be like a coffee type of day tomorrow for me. A lot, yeah. Some chicken mole. All right, let's do that.
Very soon. And offensively, he has been huge in the tournament. Defensively, too, some of the plays. That is a tough one. We talk about the wing quite a bit and how the play ball plays in right field, especially he's never played a couple games here. He's got the sun to deal with. And a fat strikeout from Umberto Mejia. I think Pasquantino is going on strikes. His Italian defense today is really done
Mole sauce, baby.
He needs to struggle and strike out. Something he doesn't do a whole lot throughout his whole career. One gamble nearly worked. It was just foul off of Pasquantino's bat. Otherwise, he's a leadoff base runner here in the first against the shift, or in the sixth against the shift. Again, when you know you're off time, you're struggling, something doesn't feel right this week.
Foul ball. Get that. Oh, the kid dropped it. Get it. Oh. Paisley's woofing. A little woof, woof, woof. It depends on the occasion. Sometimes, instead of having like regular or the thicker crust, sometimes the thin. I feel like when I do like white sauce, I think I prefer thin. You know what I mean? But then if I'm going to be doing like a meaty pizza or a combo, then we're going to do regular or maybe the thicker crust. But I think like when I do white sauce pizza, thin is money for some reason for me. But every once in a while I can do like a thin, red sauce pizza too. It doesn't, it just depends on kind of how I'm feeling. But I think I've had more delicious white sauce thin crust pizzas than the other way around with the red. It says a woof, woof here and a woof, woof there. Here, woof, there, woof, everywhere, a woof, woof. All the woofs. Huh, Paisley? Ain't no party like a woof, woof party because a woof, woof party don't stop. You know that. How's the weather up there in Hawaii? You still got that big storm up there, or things a little bit better?
clinging to that 1-0 lead right now.
Fouled off.
But Sullivan today over 2.
The Hawaiian pancake. Nice catch.
Australia has walked off with a run rule victory and early termination victory over China. 12-2 the final.
12-2 final, Australia over China. I think China was 0-2, so I already knew they were going to be more than likely getting blown out tonight.
Will they advance to that second round for the first time ever? Australia over there in Tokyo. Ball to strike on Greg Sullivan. 1-0 game here in Taichung.
Panama 1, Italy 0. World Baseball Classic Live. FS1, bottom of the 6th, 0-2 count, 2 outs. And this is a tournament that only happens every 4 years. It was supposed to happen in 2021 after 2017, but we had COVID, so now they pushed it out a couple years. So once we have it now, we're not going to see this again for 2027? It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. Oh, crepes. Oh.
This circumstance, fouled away. Check that actually out in a shallow left. That can tip off into the back. Sprayed over this direction. Sullivan is gone, and there's a field with some good, really good ball game here in Taichung. Our score 1-0 through 6 in Taiwan.
To all the Chevy Silverado owners out there, the adventurers, and the doers, to everyone who works hard.
We got crepes with chocolate filling and raspberry. I don't know if I've seen the chocolate one too often. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, I'm not really a chocolate. I'm more of like a jam or a fruity. I mean, the chocolate stuff's okay. I guess it just depends. I mean, if I do chocolate, it's like white chocolate, but that's like if I'm eating it. I imagine it's really tasty, though. Oh, Paisley. She's guarding the door. I see you, Paisley. I see you, pretty girl. You are so pretty. Living my crepe life. Yes. Paisleyville. Yeah, that's where I live now. That's like my whole life. Friends want to hang out? Nope. Yeah, I'm hanging out with Paisley. I'm going to Flavortown, looking at some food programs, hanging out in Paisleyville. Leave a message. Oh, those look good. I have a little inspiration, I think, for tomorrow now.
Love the way you look on your big day with Men's Warehouse. From your first look to your first kiss to all eyes on you. With countless styles fit to you.
And it's nice to be able to have a lot of different things to choose from for events. You know, we'll have XFL all weekend, NASCAR, NBA, college. I mean, there's everything. Everything is available. We're at a good point right now. Oh, a dozen shrimp. Panama eliminated with a loss. Italy will advance with a win. Wins versus Panama and the Netherlands. Hi, Paisley. I love you. I love you. Licky, licky, licky. Hi. A licky, licky, licky. I love you, daddy. I love you too.
Generated the only run of the game today with his leadoff homer in the second, has his second hit of the day.
It's crazy, like how she'll get like whiny and like wooey. Even if I just like go to the, like, go get like a soda, or I go outside for a little bit, that's when your dog is like super attached. Like even just like leaving for just a couple minutes and then just being so excited at the door. Because usually what she'll do is she'll come up and she'll lick my leg and like put her nose on my leg and kind of dance around for a little bit, go to try to get a bite of food, come back, a couple licks, and just be all excited. It's a good feeling to have that feeling. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. That's a good one. New York style. Great choice. Thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate you. And it's always good to be able to look at food. We haven't really had the right group of people to be able to do like food at the end for the last few streams. So it's always nice, bang, bang, that we can do that. I'm always down to look at amazing food. Yes, much appreciated. $5 hala. Let's try to get some New York style.
That's the goal I had this last game for them. In the air to Dominic Fletcher for the first out of the second.
We're almost there.
On the flip side, Italy, such a big chance they win this game. They're sitting pretty. They control their own destiny so much more than if they lose this game.
Oh, yum. No worries. No worries. It's just, I can always tell when we have there's certain people have a certain taste of certain things. So I know when people come in the room, we're always going to get different types of topics and pictures that come up. And yeah, I mean, things are going to get better. I know things are going to get better. And I'm glad that you have a little bit more energy. And like I said, we're going to be, busy tomorrow, busy on Sunday. But like I said, I am a night owl, and, it's just nice to be able to hang out when people have the time. Absolutely.
What is it that's going to get something going offensively? Stop putting pressure on this kind of main team. Not to mention, it's so difficult to sustain the energy of a level 8 to 10 for the entire.
And then I've noticed also too, you remember when you were at school and you had like pepperoni pizza, even that's like with the little pepperonis, or you have it from like pizza that's from like, from the grocery store, like frozen. Sometimes when you get the pizza that has the little ones, sometimes the pepperonis taste better than they do with the bigger ones. I don't know. It's just because they get crunchier. Maybe it's just, depending on what other ingredients are in there. Those little pepperonis are kind of underrated. I mean, they are associated with more like, frozen pizza, but I actually have had a meat one that had like everything. And I thought like, God, these mini pepperonis might be the tastiest thing on this pizza, except for maybe like sausage that they got on there. I'm always trying to have all the flavors. I try to go to Flavor Town. Oh, good. Good to hear. Yes. Yes. Panama with another run. 2-0 Italy. And then we'll just try to see if I can get a couple of these.
Coming through out of the 7th spot. How big is that second run? Talk about one run not being good enough.
Oh man, pizza sounds so good right now. It's ridiculous. So good. Wow. Nice play by Garcia there. 2-0 Panama. And then sometimes you can get the places that have like the huge one slicers. Man, sometimes those hit perfect too, depending out if you're out with friends or there's like food carts or other places. You don't have to necessarily be downtown, but sometimes those single pieces, one or two, like you can get a pizza and everything, but depending on where you are and the vibe or whatever, sometimes a single slice or two can really hit the spot. You do. You will. You're like, oh, that kind of actually looks kind of good. Booking. Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, I went to Chicago, so I got to see the vibe, what everyone was talking about. But I would like to be able to go to a few other places. I've never visited New York ever. I've never saw that. But obviously, you already know what kind of food vibe you're going to get. I mean, if you watch a lot of the shows, lots of history too.
Tasty bacon! Bacon! Oh, yeah. Dogs go bonkers for bacon. And try bacon pizza flavor. Pizza!
Are we still on for 3? When your team needs more space to work and eat, Carl, is that mackerel?
No, it's a trout.
It matters where you stay.
Fish tacos?
Carl. Hilton for the stay.
AG1 is so much more than a great snack. In one single scoop, it delivers daily multivitamins, probiotics, stress adaptogens, and yes, greens.
Greasy pizza, good.
NASCAR Cup Series, live in Phoenix, Sunday on Fox.
We don't have a lot of time.
Someone's getting woofy.
Let's bring everyone here in the off season because once we get in Taipei, business is going to start.
Italian delight. Gigantic slice. Papaquinos. Appreciate you too. Kind of miss like French bread pizza from like school. Remember that when you used to have like the school lunch and you got so excited to have the French bread pizza and you're like, oh, hopefully there's some pepperonis on that. Hot lunch. This photo here just kind of reminded me of it. Not necessarily straight French bread piece, but just the shape of it. Normally the French bread would be a little bit smaller. That would be like 2 of them. Cut that in half, and that might be like 1. Back when we were kids.
He has spent 12 years in minor league baseball and has not been able to last in the big leagues. He made his big league debut in 2021, but originally signed in September of 2009. He got a pinch hitter that was in the first at bat of this 7th inning, and it is the Tigers' Valenti who had a big hit against Chinese Taipei. Check that. Had a big hit in game number 1 against Cuba, and he lays down a bunt third base side. Caballero's goal. Nice dig over at first. Alan Cordova immediately wants a look. As safe is the initial call from Larry Vanover, Luis Ortiz is not even going to wait. And you can see Valenti just glancing down to third base to see how.
Damn, I'm getting super hungry. I'm going to have to go make food after this. This one is a converted nacho pizza that they decided to do kind of like a Mexican kind of vibe with it. It looks delicious if you ask me. And then obviously and then this one is more like your, I tried to look at like French bread stuff. I was going to see if they had stuff that would remind me more of like what it was like. I mean, not everyone's school lunch. And I think the one that I had that was good was only elementary. And then once it went past elementary, I remember it wasn't as good, but I think it's like, sometimes the junior high and the high school ones, and plus people will go off campus, especially if you're in high school. And then I know like when my dad was at Canby, like you take 5 steps, fucking, they had a Taco Bell. I'm trying to think about how many things they actually had within walking distance. You didn't even need to get into your car in high school if you wanted just to walk. Obviously they didn't really encourage that too much because they didn't really want you leaving. But I mean, it's high school. People are hungry. They're not gonna eat some whatever they got served in there, especially if they got fast food that's like 5 steps away.
Or at least that was what we heard from Chris Siegel, who came over from the third base side. I think we will get this. I think so. So I think the situation now.
It is the danger.
Why is you still have to review it. So Mike Dawson,
oh, that's good. Always a good bond, to be able to have with the pet. It's like sometimes I feel we need to be more like our pets with the compassion and love, that they show. No judgment, you know what I mean? And just kind of sad that we don't get our pets to live long enough. But I think, they, usually in their 10 or 20 year life, they, show so much love and emotion and compassion. And it's just, it changes you. I mean, it's changed my life forever in a good way. So yes, it does. Delicious. Yeah, but I remember the French bread and some of the stuff that we had back in elementary they had some pretty good stuff. It wasn't good every day, but I do remember there was certain days. And then I remember the one time that I got baited into doing a prank, with like the ketchup and mustard and smashing it on the table and it going all over the walls. Turns out it didn't end well for me. Oh, good memories. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to make some bacon. I got some like this cherry bacon, the expensive kind that actually has a Ziploc. Usually when the bacons are like, cheap bacon like $5 to $8, but you get that expensive bacon that's like $10 to $20. Make a little sandwich out of it or use it as a side piece. It's good. I need it. I need that in my life. Ooh, Texas toast garlic bread. Oh, that looks good.
And you understand Italy's side of it of saying, hey, it took too long. Yeah, because you want to keep the base running. May seem like a technicality, but if you're fighting to keep that base runner, that's going to be your argument. It's not. And 2 outs, the base is clear. That is now 8 straight retired by Panamanian pitching. Listen, if you're a guy like Maldonado, the pitcher on the mound right now, who's throughout his career, he had some good command numbers this year in AAA, but when you have these bouts of command issues, pitching with runners on, I'll bank that pitching with runners on.
Yes, absolutely.
So with Italy having that base runner to start this inning, they are in business. Now all of a sudden,
Let me delete some of these other ones. Well, we got a few more minutes to go. Anything else last second that you guys want to see? Let me know what you would like. And then, Holly, if you have anything that you would like to see besides the pizza, let me know. I'm hungry now for sure. I'm not sure if the weather is proper for me to go for a late night walk, but depending on how Paisley's doing, that might be something I do. Still watching this World Baseball Classic, though. Maybe a pad thai this weekend? Maybe a pad thai? Kind of sounds good. Definitely have shows to watch. Got to get caught up on some stuff here. Ooh, good defense. Oh, he got him. Wow. Wow. That was a hell of a play. I'm going to get a review.
Still giving it to this umpiring crew. And they will talk this over.
Oh.
This will give us a good look.
Wow, that was a quick out call.
Play at short by the 33-year-old Ruben Tejada.
Ruben Tejada. What a play.
Introducing a revolutionary automatic drip
Yeah.
machine. Brewed fresh, hot, or iced.
Oh, yes.
By DeLonghi. Fento. DeLonghi. Coffee from bean to cup. Joe Sleep got you all jumbled up.
See if I can find a nice like service dog photo. Oh my God, cutest thing ever.
So who's it gonna be?
Let's see if I can get a few photos.
Guess it's all Maggie.
Oh, deep dish.
Plan today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Mass Mutual.
Is there a particular breed of dog that is more trained to be a service dog, or is like Golden Retriever the number one service dog, or is there other dogs that are on that same level? Because I know for a fact that those breeds are going to have some. I don't know what if that's the most common. You guys probably would have more information, Jameson and Holly, and maybe even you, Sarah, as well. And then it's cool to be able to see the ones that help with like ex-military that are going through it, you know, that need that support and need that love in their life. So I think that's cool too. You're going to get, you know, the people with the disability, people coming back from war, everyone's going to have a different situation. Cute pup. That's what I was, right? Golden Retriever. Yeah. And then the police dog, German Shepherd. Yeah. Well, like one is more of like a calm, loving dog, and then the other one is more like, I'm going to get you, dog. You know, that's the reason why they have them with the police stuff. I can't even imagine what my life would be like if Paisley wasn't here. It's like kind of can't even think of it. Holds me accountable, and you know, and plus it's like I need exercise, she needs exercise, so there's no like, well, oh, I don't feel like it. It's like there is none of that. So, and that obviously will help out with her weight and my weight and keeping fit, or trying to at least. I'll eat back whatever I worked off, you know.
International competitions in the past, including the Little League World Series, the U18 Baseball World Cup, and
Top of the 8th, Panama 2, Italy 0. Going through all breakfast, pizza, doggies. Yeah, go get you. Labradors, yep. Well, I am getting hungry. I definitely would like to be able to hang out, but if I knew I was only going to be doing like maybe one thing tomorrow, I could definitely hang out for another like 30 minutes to an hour. But just knowing that we're going to have like 8 hours tomorrow and probably 8 hours on Sunday, I think it might be time to be able to spend some time with Paisley and maybe go for another walk. And then I definitely want to get some food in me. I'm getting a little bit hungry since I didn't really get to eat a whole lot. But I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very, very much. And Space Kitty, 8 minutes ago, because ODog is slow, $11 dono. Does that get us there? Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I can't go now. I gotta put up a couple more. But then after we get these photos done, then I'm gonna go. $11 dono. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's go a little longer. ODog is a slow dog. Looking at photos of dogs and other things, got distracted. Space Kitty, $11. So we're not leaving with just, hey, $11 holla. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. All right, let's go for a few more minutes, and then we'll call it a night. I got to get a few photos. So what would you like here with the last? No. I'm not going. I have to get at least one or two, then I can go. I mean, I can't just. We can do Tommy. We can do penguins. I want you to just type really quickly one or two things you'd like to see. We'll end the stream off on a good note. Whatever you want, food wise, dog wise, cat wise, Munchkin Kitty, something like that. And then I'll be back tomorrow and Sunday. And then I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I just had a weird feel. I didn't know if there was going to be anything in there. I mean, sometimes we'll have streams where, it'll be in there. Sometimes it won't be. Sometimes super chat. Sometimes there. But wow, yay! Goats came through. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. I appreciate you guys. That's what I was thinking. Let's do that. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. And we haven't even shown any yet. So why not look at some little Munchkin kitties or look at some photos of some adorable cats here. I mean, I might be more of a dog person, but I still have the appreciation for the bond of people that have it with their cats. Some people are cat and dog. Some people are cat. Some people are dog. Everyone has the, different love and appreciation, just depending on your childhood or, what you've had. These Munchkin kitties are ridiculous. But whether it is a dog or a cat, it's a lot of responsibility. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I mean, if you really want to be a good, good dog dad dog, or cat mom, it's to be a good one, it takes a lot of responsibility, a lot, putting them first, and they deserve it. Gotta get like a couple different colors in here. All the colors. Yeah, my stomach can wait a couple minutes to see some amazing animal photos. Stomach, stand by. Cute photos commencing.
We talked about the sinking fastball, 89 90s, got that funky silent delivery, so it's a deception. Really get swings and misses. He gets that with that sweeping slider. Kelly Vessaloni really good over 4 innings. DeVilio in behind him for 2.
I like that one a lot. That one is incredible. Please.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Bethencourt, hoping we'll get to him on deck. He is not having the easiest of classics.
I got a great one to end with.
Yet at least one more chance.
Pretty one. Right there. Eyes. You guys are the best. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Thank you guys for helping us get to the goal. Everyone that shared the Twitter, commented, donated. Fun stream as always. And then obviously we had a good game, right? Obviously between the Raptors and the Lakers, but a little bit too much D-Lo. Obviously Jameson loved that. And then we'll go through the photos here one last time. We went through some kind of great food photos. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be doing pancakes or maybe pad thai or something will come up, here in the next 2 days. And I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm definitely going to explore, breakfast and dinner options and lunch options and see kind of how I feel. I mean, I know Holly's got leftovers, so I'm already jealous right now. Pizza actually sounds amazing. We got some nice service dogs represent. Love that. Pretty dog, golden retriever. Happy dog. Little munchkin kitty action. All 4 of them.
This is the last game for Panama. This is it. You just throw everything at this game. So I want to say that.
Thank you, Ollie. That's what she's saying. Appreciate you guys very, very, very much. Thank you for all the love and the support. Pad thai pancakes. Oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen. Tomorrow's gonna be crazy. I know that. I'm definitely doing coffee tomorrow too. I haven't had coffee in a while. I'm feeling coffee tomorrow and a good sunrise. So thank you guys so much for all your love and your support. I love it when we can get the goats together. I really miss it. And anytime we can get more of the goats and the mods together, it makes my heart happy. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. And be safe. And I'll be back tomorrow. We'll bang out a couple of World Baseball Classic games. I'll start at like 4 p.m. That's the first game, Venezuela versus Dominican Republic. And then we got USA game after. Then Sunday will be NASCAR Phoenix. And then Team USA versus Team Mexico. So it's going to be an action-packed weekend with XFL, NBA, and college hoops mixed in as well. Love you guys and appreciate you guys. And I got one question for you. Well, talk sports like us. Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. And I'm out. Gang, love you guys.